Yo, what up? What up? Y'all already know it's we locked in, man. What's good? What's good? What up?
Yeah.
What up, Mo?
Yo, what's up, my brother? How you doing, man? What's going on, man?
Man, we got another fire one. We got another legendary story. We got another legendary story right here tonight for y'all. You know what I'm saying? Good Friday night. You know what I mean? Start y'all Friday night light off right. You know what I'm saying? What up, Mo?
Yo, man, everything good, man. We about to get real spicy, man. Like you said, man, we got a Brownsville legend in the building. This is part 2 of our Brownsville Brooklyn legendary status series, right? So we got somebody. It's funny, man. We brought Finster from Riverdale for part 1, and the reality was that probably should have been a part of the first installment. Then we probably should have brought Finster, but it just so happened that we brought Finster. But listen, Brownsville got a bunch of legends, so we probably gonna be doing this series until the sun burn out, because you can't call enough Brownsville people up in here, man. You got a lot of people that paved the way, but tonight we got a special guest, somebody who is about to speak for the culture that we all come from, the streets. That's gonna really give his unique perspective on things. Whether you like it or not, it's his perspective, it's his experiences. And we Locked In, we always afford individuals an opportunity to basically speak their experiences. I see my cousin Sadie B is in the building. We should get her up here since she's from Brownsville too. Matter of fact, that's part
B,
3.
you gotta come up here.
Sadie B, the Saddylicious crew. You know what I'm saying? Saddylicious crew.
We're gonna have all that. We having everything out of Brownsville. We about to go borough to borough. You know what I'm saying? We skipping it around. We starting in the Ville. We don't know where this thing. We might end in Rochester, Buffalo. You know what I'm saying? All the legends, you heard?
Yo, hold on. Who's Mr. Lynn Rock talking about? Yo, P Sadie B. What's going on in there? What's up, P Sadie B? What you mean, P Sadie B? What you mean by that? I just said that was my cousin. What's going on here? What's the deal?
Trying to shoot your shot? Yo, Buck, what up? You going to the Bronx?
You trying to shoot your shot at my cousin? I'm blocking all shots. How about that? No.
Not in this house.
No.
Yo, salute
not in my house. No.
Yo, what up?
Yo, everything good, Mikey, man. We chilling, man.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie, bro.
What's up?
It's good to, be able to talk to all these guys that, some of us know, some of us we heard of.
Yeah.
To come out here to see these guys out here doing good in the streets, still free, enjoying their lives. Everybody got their wives and, partners and stuff going on, man. It's just good to see it, bro. For a long time, we was bumping into each other on the bus, in the upstate box, you know what I'm saying? So a lot of these individuals, our stories overlap. We have a lot in common. We know a lot of the people that we bring in, but it's just good to see these guys out here enjoying their freedom, doing the right thing for their families. It's very important doing the right thing for their communities. You know what I'm saying? That's just a look that a lot of us don't miss. You just see dudes out here and you're like, yeah, son out here doing him. But nah, dudes out here living good, doing right by their families, doing right by their communities. You know what I'm saying? So we got to commend them brothers for that. You heard?
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, man. You're right, man. A lot of times when you see the people that we bringing up here, people heard about their names and realize that these individuals, they had a crazy past. And the truth is that they did have a crazy past. These were some solid individuals. These dudes put a lot of work in, and it was crazy back in the days. I mean, they was tapped in. So it's like, you couldn't not be crazy if you was a part of the culture. I mean, you had to really be a certain way. But like you said, man, individuals have changed their lives for the better. I mean, we're gonna obviously get into that. There's a lot to talk about tonight. We want to learn about who Bat is, because he's somebody that's been there. So his perspective is unique. We appreciate it, and we look forward to hearing what he has to say when he comes up here, man.
And I want to know how their names got to be so big, man. And for the most part, they were so small, bro. Batman and Robin, none of them is the size of the real Batman and the real Robin. So I want to know. That's one of my. Make sure y'all put your questions in the chat, At the end, I'm gonna start all y'all questions.
Yeah.
Save them to the end, and we're gonna take y'all questions too at the end. You know what I'm saying? So be ready for that, man.
I want to know how they got the name Batman and Robin. Like, where did that come from? Why they wasn't called?
Get all of that. You know what I'm saying?
Why they wasn't called like He-Man and whatever? You know what I'm saying? Like Hulk Hogan. Why Batman? Why Robin? Like, I want to know a lot of.
And why did they have no more other superheroes in their crew? And did they have other superhero names and they always short?
Yeah, that's a good question.
You know what I'm saying? We're gonna see if there was some DC Marvel. We're gonna find out everything tonight, you heard?
We're gonna find out all superhero names. We're gonna find out all comic books. We're gonna go to all comic books tonight. We're not playing no games.
Hulk Hogan, we in the WE. Look, he said Hulk Hogan. You know what I'm saying? We
want to know, why did they choose Batman and Robin? Because they was on a whole different level. Now we want to know that, man.
Right. That's right. So yeah, that's what we do. So without further ado, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna welcome to the stage, you know what I'm saying? The legendary, notorious Batman, you heard?
Bring him on.
Yo, what up? What up? Salute. Batman is in the building. Batman is in the building.
Salute, he got his my God.
Yo, what's up, bro?
Almighty.
Peace. Yo, I'm not gonna lie to you. Ain't nobody pull up sitting in the chair as cool as you, like you sitting in that chair right now, my man. You doing it right now, man.
That was the coolest entrance on We Got Thing yet, yo. And I think he like slid across the screen. I think I seen him moving. I think that couch slide, yo. It was on wheels.
This ain't even a couch. This is a little lounge game chair.
That's what I'm talking about. I knew it was something special. I knew he got wheels. Yeah, I'm right.
It's funny because I just told my wife, I said, yo, my wife got to get me a nice chair. She bought me a chair that I'm really not feeling. Yo, Mr. Lindrock said, yo, homie in the Bat Cave. Hey, yo, Bat, so what's up, man? How you been, bro? What's the deal? Talk to us, man. What's going on with you, man?
I'm maintaining. I'm doing what I got to do. I'm a father. I'm a husband. I work. I'm out the way.
Salute,
I'm living. I'm enjoying life. I go hunting. I go fishing.
Yeah.
I'm living life. I can't complain. I wish I would have knew this back then.
Right?
Yeah, but the crazy thing is that we were just saying that you get to this point of your life. Now you saying like you fishing, you know, you a father, you a husband, you taking care of your family. But there's a long list. There's a long history that brought you to this point of peace and tranquility. And we definitely going to get into that, because at the end of the day, you can't be who you are enjoying the life that you're enjoying without going through all that pain and turmoil and blood and sweat and tears. A lot has preceded you being at this very point, all of us being at this very point today, and that's what we want to talk about today. So let's just start, specifically with your upbringing. So a lot of people don't know where you're from, man. So where are you from? And tell the audience out there, exactly where you're from, the neighborhood, the area, and your the people who influenced you in that community.
I'm from Brownsville, Cephalo Projects, and who influenced me? My mom's in the OGs, because my mom did like 5 beds. So my mom's in the OGs that I was around, because I was with my mother when she was outside doing what she was doing. I was right there. I was the only boy. So yeah, my mom's in the OGs influenced me.
Yeah. What when you say OGs, I'm assuming you're talking about some of the older brothers in the hood. What was some of their names? Who are these individuals from Brownsville, to put some perspective into?
Baby Sam, Amar, Johnny Ray. I could go on, but just to name a few. At Livingston. Let's be specific with that shit. At Livingston, definitely. That's influenced me.
Yeah, no, pardon me, y'all. I apologize. I had to go help my wife real quick. Yeah, so now shout out to Baby Sam, shout out to Johnny Ray. Yeah, those is definitely the elders right there, man. And we know the life that they was living, or whatever the case may be like that. So what was your childhood like, man? Speak about, like what was like growing up in the late 70s, early 80s back in Brownsville. What was that like for you?
Oh man, it was heaven because my mom's was baddie and my sister father was a big dope dealer. The Bell family, if you know Bobby Bell, the Bell family, that's my sister's father. So we was the kids. We had the Sherlins, the sheepskins, and all that shit. Everything we wanted, we had as children until that crack rocked the game. But we still had it because my mom, and then it came a point to where I was like, I'm outside. I'm gonna make this shit happen myself. You know what I'm saying?
How old were you? I mean, how old were you when you were outside, like as a young and being that your you know, as you said, your moms had you outside, you know, were you outside with your moms at a young age? How old were you exactly?
Like 8, bro.
Yeah.
8,
Yeah.
I knew what it was.
Yeah.
I knew what
Yeah.
it was.
Yeah. You got Mike, you got any questions?
He said, like, hey, go ahead. I'm listening, bro. You got
Okay.
it.
Nah, I just thought you might want to. I saw you shaking your head. Pardon me, bro. Nah, and yo, and that we got to put that into perspective because that's real. I'm gonna keep it honest, man. That's crazy when you think about that. Like 8 years old, you out there seeing stuff in the hood, and we talking about back in the days where, like you said, it was a lot going on in Brownsville. It was a lot of heavy players, a lot of people, man. There was a lot of stuff going on. It was really, really happening, man. So, I mean, were you ever anybody that was like into the school life? Like, because you know, a lot of us, although we were still in the hood, we still, you know, did the school stuff. Were you someone that was influenced by school? Was that your thing? Or was it just because your people was into the streets? That's what you gravitated to early on?
It was because my peoples was in the street, and that's what I did. Because it was when I did go to prison, I had a reading and writing. That was my weak point until I got with Jai Ace, and he taught me how to. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Jai Ace TV. Shout out to Jai Ace, man. You
Shout out
know,
to Jai Ace. Word. Shout out to Jai
just
Ace.
for the record, you know, Jai Ace hit me up, man. He hit me up in the DM, man, and he was the in between, the go between myself and Bat. And he was
Word.
just like, yo, he reached out to us, Mikey and us, and was like, yo, Bat want to come through, man, and show his love, man, and share his story. So definitely shout out to, you know, the peoples right there, Jai Ace. Subscribe. Make sure y'all subscribe to Jai Ace TV. He just did one on Soul B, which is official. Please, man, that's the bro right there, man. Shout it out, bro.
Fire. Salute to Jai Ace, man. Rise up.
No, that's a fact. So yeah, speak to that though. Like, so because we know a lot of individuals where their weak point wasn't wasn't with like the books and stuff like that. So speak to that. Was that a challenge that you used to your favor in the streets, or was it something that was used to like to a detriment to you?
It was more like it was hard for me. You know what I'm saying? And then once I knew I had a situation with it and nobody was willing to help me address it, I was like, fuck it, this is what they doing. So that's the time I was on. So I adapt to my environment very early. Like I knew what it was. I was a provider at 11. I'm bringing Christmas gifts home. I'm fucking with big niggas from Cyprus outside, bringing my sister the Nintendo. When the Super Nintendo came out, I bought that shit for my little sister, and I'm about 11, you know what I'm saying, 10 years old at the time, but I was doing what I need to do.
Yeah, so there wasn't so for you, I guess for you it was more of a concept of survival. So you learned early on that to provide for your family, this was how you were going to do it, how it was ingrained in you to do it, that you're going to be in the streets and you're going to provide and take care of your family this way.
That's what it was. My mom was tougher than a lot of these niggas, and that's a big fact. My mom was tougher than a lot of niggas. My mom was in the Tomahawks. Like my mom's name ring bells. Like that's what it was. Like my mom's a bust you in your face. The first motherfucker I seen cut a motherfucker was my mom's give a nigga $150 in the hood. So I knew what it was. Like tattletailing, I knew that shit wasn't right. My mom taught me that shit from knee high to a grasshopper. That ain't what you do, partner. And this is how you react. And that's what I did. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't ashamed of it. I don't give a fuck about how nobody feel. I did what I did and I survived. And I'm 47. I'll be 48 this year. And I look good and a lot better than a lot of these niggas. And I'm doing what I do. My credit score 800. I'm out the way. I ain't got no complaints. I'm going to get me a house next year. I'm doing what I got to do. I took the necessary steps to, you know what I'm saying? Now I know what it is, and I'm going to utilize the, you know what I mean, situation. I'm making it happen. You know what I mean? I'm thankful for going through what I went through as a youngster and to get where I'm at now, because it's all about my children. Just to bring some ice cream in the crib and just see the smiles on my daughter's face mean the most to me.
Yeah, and
material. Yeah, brother.
Nah, I apologize. Go ahead, bro. I'll say what I say. Go ahead, my brother.
Can nothing materialistic make me ever want to get back outside for? Because none of that shit means nothing to me. Nothing to me. Because when it's all said and done, I ain't willing to ball for 6 months, a year, and then go do the rest of my life or be in the grave, when I can do so much more. There's so many opportunities out here for us if we utilize and use our mind. Like, fuck what I did yesterday, what I'm doing today. And I did what I did, so y'all ain't gotta make it. That picture up there, nigga, me and 10 toes. We threw them bees up, nigga. That's the first bee in the state of New York State, and can't none of them niggas say none of that. I mean none of them. When I say what the fuck I said, I mean none of them niggas. Cause before they was whooping, I was whooping. And that's a big fact.
So hold on. So you and 10 toes down, he was actually Damu with you?
I got a picture up there. I gave it to the brother Moshe to post that up there. That's 10 toes in me.
That's not the picture you sent. That's not the picture for the thumbnail that we used.
That's it. That's the exactly, King.
That's you and 10 toes down.
That's me and 10 toes down.
All right, because a lot of people was trying to say that 10 toes wasn't really Damu, that he was a
good. You
see,
we throwing the bees up. We locked in. That was in 95.
We locked in. You already know we was locked in.
See the hand gesture, and niggas was scared. That's the first bee, and I got niggas to pull up and tell you who was the first nigga that you knew was blood in the state, Batman.
Wow.
They didn't even need Damu. Batman and Robin name was big as fuck by themselves, and that's a big fact.
That's a fact. Yo, but you know, I was with Robin in Green. He was over there with us.
And I left. I was there first. I shot the nigga. They sent me to the cat. From the cat, I went to Southport.
Yo, that's crazy. So what year what spot was that?
That was in Green, 93. I came there first. Rob came after me. Rob was in A2. I was in D3.
No. I'm talking about when you and 10 toes was Damu together. When was that?
Oh, that was 95. We was in Auburn.
Oh, that's Auburn 95?
95, Auburn. That's a fact.
Wow, that's so. I guess you know you vouching for 10 toes. You the one that's saying it. I mean, you the first person I hear.
Me and him was the first.
Huh?
I ran into SI in transit when I was on my way, and he told me, "Bang, non-tray is the set. We gonna get the codes later. I get in Auburn. I'm with 10. This is what me and 10 do. The pictures is 1,000 words. Respectfully.
So 10 was already. So you bring 10 home, or SI bring him?
Me and 10 was already in the whip. When 10 pulled up, me and him knew what it was. That's why we throwing it up. Me or him brought each other home. When I ran into 10, he was Damu. When 10 ran into me, I was Damu.
So y'all was both Damu when y'all ran into each other. Y'all was already blood.
Straight like that. SI told me we gonna get the codes later, and I'm gonna get to that story because I'm gonna tell you how we all was together in 97 with OG Mac and all of us was in Comstock. I was there all the way from 97 to 99. That whole history from 97 when the Comstock became the Red Castle.
Right, that's facts. Comstock was
so I was there from the whole beginning. Big ears, all of us, like. When we said fuck 50-50 love, that's where it started at in Comstock.
Oh,
that's why I knew two niggas got mad when OG Mac made that call, and they told me to pop the 130 off, and I had to say that shit. And then everybody chanting that shit, like real talk.
Oh, so y'all was roll calling in Comstock?
What? Heavy. The last set was EGB in 98 under OG Mac. Every other thing is what it is. And I'm not here to shit on nobody, knock nobody, history, they glory. because they did have their moment.
Right.
But my moment wasn't your moment.
Right.
And I ain't here to assassinate nobody. Niggas did have their era too. That's fact.
I mean, it's good. I mean, I like to hear real history and the real score, y'all. So I ain't trying to down nobody neither, but I like to hit the fact that you confirming what 10 Toes Down said. I mean, it was never nobody up here that was official that was confirming it, y'all.
That's a fact, bro. The picture confirming.
Right.
The picture confirming we behind enemy lines in the picture, King.
Right.
I promise you that.
Right. I mean, it's all good.
Line. That ain't no duplicate. That ain't no head body shit. That's me and 10 Toes Down. And that's a big fact.
All right. Yo, so let's I know we kind of went into prison, but I want to go back to Brownsville because it's a lot of story about that first, and then East New York. It's a lot before we even get to that. So it's a whole lot of that. So when exactly then? How long have you and Rob known each other? Because those of us from Brownsville and East New York, I'm not technically from Brownsville, but my parents are. But I was in Brownsville all the time. But being in East New York and coming to Brownsville, all we heard was Batman and Robin. As long as I can remember, this is what we heard. We heard Batman and Robin. So how long have actually, when did you guys actually meet each other?
Since public school. From the ground. Word. That's me and that nigga shared a bed. Like when it got bad and our parents was outside, like we had each other back. Like me and that nigga, that was what it was. Nigga, my foot in his face, his foot in my face. And we in the bed and we gonna get up in the morning, we gonna do what it do later on. And that's big fact.
Yeah, that's your brother. Yeah.
Forever.
Yeah, no
infinity. That's my guy.
No question, as it should be. So the question that I have is, so I can see you guys being young, y'all holding each other down, y'all just back to back, whatever it is. So where did the name Batman and Robin come from? Like, cause me and Mike was just making fun, like, yo, yeah, did somebody in the hood, the OGs, name you that because y'all was always together as crimies doing all type of mischievous stuff? And that name stuck. Like somebody was like, "Yo, man, y'all like Batman and Robin." Like, who gave y'all that name? And like, what was the circumstances surrounding that?
The brother from Cyprus, Cat Webb, he had came home from jail.
Black?
Cat Webb from Cyprus.
Yeah, you talk about Black. They said the dreads. Black,
yeah, and he had came home. We was fucking with the back of Cyprus. And they all from the front of the project, but when they came home and a couple of guys and shit stopped, because we was robbing everybody. That's why they called us Batman and Robin, because we was robbing everybody. So that's where that came from, because we was booking everybody. Everybody got it. It was nothing. Like it was.
Yo, when I hear you say that, that's crazy to me, man, because I never knew Kev Webb gave y'all that name.
Whoa,
that's crazy. That's crazy. I thought that came from the Ville, but that's crazy. That's a whole nother history, man.
We was heavy in Cyprus, though. That was our home.
I know that, though.
Cyprus was our home. Like when niggas from Cyprus couldn't walk through that bitch, and we moved through that bitch. That's a big fact. And I ain't saying that to, respectfully. Like, and I'm about us, like, word to mother, like, I'm willing to be Dennis Rodman, nigga. You could be Jordan. Let's put this shit together. Let's get these rings. How can we come together and do what we need to do as black men? I don't like what my nigga 10 do, but that's 10. That's who he gonna be. He ain't no joker. I know how he give it up, because that's what the fuck we was doing. When Caballo and all them niggas was there, that's what the fuck me and 10 was doing. We stood on 10. We stood on 10. That's a big fact. And Nuchu and real niggas, big niggas, can vouch for that.
Yeah. No, I don't think that there's any doubt in that. I don't
cap. It's no cap. Like I'm too old. I'll be 50 years old in 3 years. I've been home damn near 15 years since I did 20 years. There's no reason for me to get out here with this bullshit. It's just certain shit that need to be put in this perspective positively. Like, that ain't how that transpired. because it didn't. But go ahead, bro. I know you got a lot of shit to ask me. Where we going?
Yeah, we gonna go. But first, shout out to Cat Webb, shout out to Cos, man, shout out to Cypress Projects, man. That's definitely that's definitely people's, man. So when you know Kai hit me up the other day, I was like, oh, I already know where that came from. I already know immediately, man. Immediately, as soon as I said, oh my goodness, that's a whole another conversation. But yeah, so I know. So you said that Webb gave y'all the name, and y'all was. There's no question about it. Y'all was.
You said Webb gave him the name, right?
Yeah. He said Cat Webb.
The stuff they was doing, or like
yeah, Mike.
All right.
Yeah, they was running around, wilding out, sticking up everything, bugging out. He right. They from Brownsville, but it was during a time where everybody didn't have access to everybody's projects like that back in the days. Especially,
and we was in every project. We was in Staten Island, Queens, Troy, Albany, Virginia. Like we was everywhere as babies, bro. As a man, looking back on that shit, like yo, and I'm still alive. Like yo, this shit is crazy. This shit these niggas had, like we was tied into.
How old were y'all? How old were y'all moving around like that? Because you spoke about y'all being out like as early as 8,
9, 10. Fish you shit. Like I watch motherfucker tie a belt on my mom's arm and like real talk, and then I see motherfuckers and like I knew I'd never do that shit because I seen that shit. So I'm like, I'm never gonna fall short to that shit.
Right.
That ain't never gonna be me because I overstood it from watching my old earth being short to it. You know what I'm saying? Like, hell no, bro.
Wow.
Yeah. So how old were you? How old were you when you first got unfortunately introduced to the criminal justice system? I mean, you out there in the streets, you wilding out. At some point, them handcuffs gonna get placed on you.
10, we going, we robbing, we doing shit at this time. We going in, but my mother got us from the precinct until the last time when they said, nah, they going to sit down this time. This time is over. But yeah, we was Sparfing, Tryon, all that shit. Pius 12, Beach House, all that. We went through all that. We went through boot camp.
Yeah. Mikey, you on mute, Mike.
Thanks, bro. So what kind of things was getting you into Tryon? What was you doing to get locked up? What was it robberies? Like, what was you doing?
Digging pockets. Old niggas was putting us on the Snacks Diamonds, Born Son and them.
You was going on Midtown do that?
Yeah, with Born Son. Them niggas from LH Projects.
Oh, y'all was hitting pockets, y'all was doing all that stuff. So y'all was getting locked up
for that? With them niggas. That's a big fact.
So y'all was getting locked up for that?
Tearing the Ave up.
Wow. So what was the biggest thing that y'all caught when y'all was doing? How old were y'all when y'all was doing it? What was the biggest thing y'all caught?
We got caught when we caught a nigga for about 8, 9 bands. The niggas came in and we got
or in jury?
No, band, digging pockets. That's how it was back then.
I know. I'm just saying. I mean, I know sometimes you cash the jury, and I'm on cash and jewels or non-bands flat in your hand.
Yeah, once you up in the motherfucker pocket and you coming out, that's a wrap. That's what was getting taken.
Right.
That's when Midtown was on a whole different level.
I used to be hearing about Midtown, you heard?
Yeah, that was it was definitely a Brooklyn thing because you know everybody from not everybody, but all of those that were hitting pockets back in the days in the East. That's what it was. That they were in the mid.
I heard about it, bro. We used to be in the Bahamas. We used to be down there, you heard? So I heard
that was serious back then. That was like a whole different way to get money. And individuals was 9, 10, 15 bands, one pocket coming out with that money.
Even one day, Rob had a pack on him. They snatched the nigga up. I got a pack on me. That was my brother so much. I run down on the police like, what the fuck is y'all doing with him? They snatched me up, searched me, go up in my sock like you going with him. It's true story, Rob. I'm here to tell that story. You going with him now.
Word?
You know what I'm saying? Now you going to go, you know what I'm saying? They locked us both up. You know
and
what I'm saying? Like, me not thinking.
So what were the type of charges?
What the fuck is y'all locking him up for?
So what the charges y'all got for that? Did you lock him up because he had a bunch of money?
Yeah, and drugs on us. Because that's what we were doing. That's how it started. And then it got to gunplay. Like, you know, motherfuckers was doing what they was doing. Like, and motherfuckers respected motherfucker. Like, we was able to wear jewelry, come through fly. And yeah, they knew what it was. Like, yeah.
How old were you when you first when you and Rob first went to like Rikers Island? Were y'all like 16, 15, 16?
Yeah, because we wasn't really jail niggas because we, you know what I'm saying, we did slide for a good period of time. So when we went to the island, that was our last chance. That's when they sent us up top, and that's where my journey began.
So what was your mindset though? I mean, you out there in the streets, you're a wild boy, you getting busy, you putting all this work in. Now you hit Rikers Island. All right. So what's your mindset like? I mean, you already know, all right, look, I'm gonna turn it up. Is that what your mindset at? Was you nervous? Was you know, what were you thinking at that time?
I ran into Kasim from Cyprus. He was there.
Shout out to Kasim. That's big bro right there.
Kai was the first thing I seen. Kai told me, like, yo, look, the same shit y'all was doing out there in the street, y'all better hold it down. He was like, because it's going down.
It gets spooky in here.
And that's all I needed to hear, bro. Word to mother. And then I'm seeing it. I'm seeing certain dudes put in certain work on shit. And I'm like, yo. And once I got a joint in my hand, like, all right, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to show these motherfuckers that's what I'm doing. And that's what it was. That's why me and S.I. linked. Because he knew I was on that time. He knew I swiped some shit real fast.
So you and SI, y'all first met in the 4 building back when y'all was adolescents?
Adolescents, word. And then when I seen them in downstate, I was going through transit and he was going to the box. We passing through and I seen them. And then that's what he told me what it was. And then that's when I ran into, you know what I'm saying, me and 10 locked in. And once I told him what it was, he let me know what it was. And that's what it was. Like, we riding this shit.
Yeah.
And you see the shirt is bigger than me. The shirt is even bigger than me. That big ass red shirt I had on, that shirt was bigger than me. But I was going to make a statement.
Yo, you know, I hear you speak about that, and first about SI, and SI is revered and looked up in so many different ways, you know, because SI, he lived his life a certain way, and even going out, how he lost his life, that's just like, you know, the epitome of who SI is. But for people who don't know who SI is, give them like some of your memories of him as a young individual in the 4 building, and even getting with him later on in downstate. What influence did he have over others, and what type of person was SI?
It was about respect. Like, SI was he was charismatic, like he was smooth, he was a leader, you know what I'm saying? And he was real, he was respect. That's what made me like, you know what? I'm gonna ride the fire with these niggas because I see what these other niggas is doing to the brothers. So I'm like, you know what? SI say less. And I went and jumped in the whip. So when I went to the burn, it was what it was. Like, and like niggas see that picture and like, oh shit, I was over there with them then. That's when cause I got people when I posted it, mention it like, yeah, I was over there then. Nah, yeah, nigga, now I'm gonna tell the story. That picture, that's what we was doing. That was the first season. Caballo, all them dudes was there. You know what I'm saying? Like, and nigga told us we gotta throw it down. I told that nigga we throwing it up. Yeah. I'm 17 telling this, and he was a giant. I ain't taking nothing or saying like he was scared of me or none of that. That ain't even where this conversation at. Like, but he overstood me when I did what I did and I made that stand. And ain't nobody ever gonna forget that. Y'all niggas tell these stories like, nah, that shit ain't true, nigga. I put that shit on the map for a lot of them niggas. I was in old Elmira with Big Ed and us, 380 and Pimp and all of us when we rode on them niggas in the early 90s, and a lot of them niggas was not there, five. And y'all niggas can't mention that shit without me, nigga. I started a 5-year bid and did 20-year bid, 20 for fucking with that dime move shit.
Yeah, I was gonna get to that, and I know that was a part of the story, man. That, I mean, I'm eventually, you know, we'll eventually get to that, inshallah, because I do want to ask that, because I know you only came up with those 5, and that ended up turning that into so many years. But that's something I want to speak about a little bit later. So when you got an opportunity, when did you actually come home to become Don Moore? You said you were 17, but how much time were you already in before you made the decision to become Don Moore?
As soon as I ran into my nigga SI downstate in 95, that's what it was.
And this is the second time you running into him. You were already with him.
Straight like that. Yeah.
So why not on the island, but why up north? Why did this?
Because it wasn't on the island when I was there. It was never no Dot Move shit.
Copy. So
it was the Jamaicans beef.
Copy.
It was the Jamaicans and the Spanish niggas. That's where that beef started. Scully and them niggas. Dizzy and them niggas. It was never no fucking blood shit, nigga. Them niggas was running around with all the Latin kings and the Yeta B's, nigga. On the island, Scully, Dizzy and them niggas, bro. And can't nobody dispute that shit, bro. That's a big fact.
So
when you around with them niggas beads.
So when you finally get back up with SI, you see SI. What was it at that moment? You know, what was the conversation like between you and SI? This is your boy. Y'all got a solid relationship. You respect him. He respect you. What was it that at this moment you like, yo, because you already back. You already back, man. You didn't have to do it. You and Rob, y'all already got these names already. Facts. So what made you feel like, you know what? I'm going to ride with this right here because it's something about this. What was it that attracted you to that made you make that decision? Because
to running into him, I was already in motion with Big Ish 380 and these niggas because they done came up. So now when I ran into him, I already seen what the oppression was going on. Like, oh, these niggas is really on black dudes' ass. Like, nah, fuck that. And I jumped in the whip and word to my mother, I put that shit on my back. I did so much shit. I never was on the pound. I never got cut my face. I never got snaked. And mad niggas got done dirty. And the shit that I did, niggas ain't never violate my shit. And that's gangster. On everything, blood. Yeah. Ask them niggas, man, dude to the biggest. Ask them, man, dude to the biggest. Ask them niggas. Word is bomb. We started this shit. Yo, I was all the way in with that shit, and when I jumped in, that's what I did, bro.
So what was it like being in Comstock? You was over there with OG Mac and all of them, you said, right?
Everybody. Wildcat, Goo. Not Goo. Wildcat, Pimp, Deadeye, Wise Red was there, Big Iz was there. SI came through, they threw his ass at Adam and said,
Hellraiser, Hatchet, all of them was over there.
Hatchet was there, Boss Hog, definitely. He had things off the gate all
Scar
day.
Valentine was over there
Charlie
too.
Rock.
Scar Valentine, Stone, yeah, right. All of us.
Gangsta Dre, it was a lot of people over there.
Everybody.
Gangsta Dre. I think Shot Nitty was there too.
Shot Nitty was there.
Shot Nitty was there. Gangsta Dre.
And that's when it was brotherly love, ride oppression. After that, that's when Blood lost his way, and I nigga can't tell me nothing at that. Word is born, because when OG Meth left in 99, that's when the power struggles left. It stopped fucking with GKB. He started some NYB. Boom, boom, boom. By then, I'm out the way, but I'm watching the play like, yo, this shit just went crazy.
So when you initially got sentenced and came up, you only came up with a 5-year bid, correct? It was like what was your actual sentence?
5 to 15.
And you ended up doing 20 years off of that.
Straight up, I was catching charge. Like Finster said, I did. German caught me with a joint. Niggas just swiped the nigga, put the shit up. Nigga say, pick me out of everybody and want me. And that shit went off. I'm like, ain't this a motherfucker?
How much time they gave you for that?
They gave me a 1 to 3. And they ran it consecutive.
Yeah.
So what happened in Comstock at that time?
Huh?
That happened in Comstock at that time?
Yeah. That's when all of us was there, boxing, bar, all of us, because I was there from 97 to 99. That's when I left. But we was all in the building, bro.
Yeah, nah, boxing bar. Shout out to boxing bar, man.
Wow.
Shout out to Ball, man.
Yeah, shout out Boxing Ball. You came to Elmira when me and Boxing Ball and all of us was there, right?
Yeah, and we was in the burn too.
Yeah, we was in the burn together in 01, and we was in Elmira together in 07, right?
Mm-hmm.
Facts. That's a fact. That's a fact.
That's when I got caught up and them niggas locked my ass up, and all I had to do was get ART and go home. And I said, I'm gonna get the bag, and the motherfuckers locked me up.
Yo, it's crazy, man. I'm like, how was it that of all the time we all did, like Mikey and I, we only got up together at the end, and me and you, Bat, we never got together. Like all this time, we all over the place. Everybody getting shipped from facility to facility. This is crazy. We're just thinking about this, like, you know, how they were moving individual. I don't know. I always think that was strategic a lot of times.
Oh no, they was playing chess. That was a whole.
It's like they didn't want certain people to be together.
That was a chess game.
It was a lot going on up there.
That was a chess game. A lot of dudes like that, I only bumped into them one time. Some people I never saw.
Yeah,
I've seen a lot. I seen like the same people a lot, but most people I didn't really see at all. They was playing chess, yo. That was chess.
Yeah, that was definitely chess. So why you're going through this, you putting in work wherever you're going. What's your mental state like though? Like, I mean, speak to that. Speak to
I ain't gonna hold you. I was high on life because I'm like, yo, I got these niggas bending. Like when Batman was pulled up in the spot, like you knew what it was, and that's what the fuck it was. Can't none of these niggas say nothing. I'm putting this shit on air, so let's get ahead with the comments. Like I'm speaking of fact. It's no cap. None of this shit I'm talking about. When any facility I went in, I had it on my neck, and I was about that life. And when if it wasn't right, I stood against that shit. Because even when certain Crip niggas pulled up, I stopped that shit. And niggas felt the way, and I'm like, nah, fuck that, because that ain't what we started about.
Yeah.
I always was on it, like, because like I said, that shit never started with no blood. That shit was with the Jamaicans, bro. That black and Spanish, that's where that shit started from.
I see Wise Red in the building. Shout out Wise Red, man. Brownsville's finest, man. It's my brother.
Wise Red was in the building.
Of course, Wise Red was in the building.
Made a major movie.
Yeah, I remember that. Wise was always in the mix.
I'm glad you mentioned that. My back, Roz. Word is born, King.
Nah, you have mentioned them because we knew Wise was definitely in the building.
Like the homie Young.
He was one of the young ones that was
Kato, Young, Jay, dudes in the picture with me, Shaft. That's who y'all know him as 10 Toes Down, but that's the homie Shaft.
Yo, we was bombing him for that name Shaft on the YouTube, man. He was getting
that's the
Shaft.
homie, man.
Hold up. His name was
Shaft, like word.
Yeah. And
yo, when you said that, something you said early on, you had said that when I guess the education factor wasn't something that was instilled in you early on. It was a different type of education. I'm talking about more.
Exactly. Like I had my own way of knowing.
Yeah, you was getting educated. It wasn't. I'm not saying that you were not getting educated, but so how did that? Because usually when we all were confined, we were forced in many respects to kind of pick up books that we probably would not have picked up if we were in the streets, right? But at what point did you finally challenge yourself to learn more about like who you are, and it forced you by necessity to start picking up the books and growing in that regard? Like, when did you force yourself to get to that point?
When I was around, God bless the dead, old man Farmer, the homie. Wow. Farmer, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Farmer. No, when we was in Southport.
Okay.
I was in the port with them niggas early on. Like I said, when I was in the port with them, I was 16. Like, soon as I came up in 93, I see food, eat food. I ate food and went to the pound. On impulse, went straight to the cat. Jai Ace and these niggas, I'll let you know what it is, because I don't cap. Like, niggas know what it was. And I passed through, went to the port. I'm in Southport in 94. I got my shit overturned. And that's when I went to the L. And I went with Big Eds and all of us, 380, Pep, all of us over there. And yeah, niggas was moving like, and niggas was on some God body shit, mind you. Motherfuckers wasn't even, these dudes was God body. It was just motherfuckers came around like, yo, look, we doing this blood shit. SI told me that, and that's what I ran with. We
So-
doing Damu, non-trade. We get the codes later. That shit came along when we got in Comstock. Because everybody was there. That was the Red Castle. That was our stronghold.
So check it out.
Comstock.
Right? Check it out. Let me ask you this. Unless you got another follow-up question about education, Mo. I don't want to.
I follow. No, all this is still healthy, my brother.
All right. At that time, when I first came up, before I started banging and I was messing with the homies, like yourself, we was all neutral. We was running with our little Queens or Brooklyn or Bronx teams and all that. So how were you with the neutral guys? How did that play out? Did you get the support? Who supported you? Because if it was only a couple of Damus, I know it was hard for y'all to live. How did that go? How did that go? And how did the Latin Kings feel about you coming around, the Netas that was there at the time, and those type of guys? What was going on with that?
Because you had Jamaican Midget. He was in the building when I was the way I was moving, I was so short. The nigga Midget was like, yo, like, if them niggas think about it, we gonna set this shit on fire.
So the Jamaican tell y'all down.
Jay Young, like Money, Nuke, Rennie. It was a bunch of OG niggas there. Wag.
Salute to
Brandon.
Wag. Right.
Brandon. Like,
salute to Brandon. Yeah, salute to Brandon.
Big S. It was niggas there.
Big S,
like,
Nubian.
If them niggas play shot from Astoria, Queens, like, It was giants there. Like, if them niggas act up, and once I knew I had that behind me, I'm like, yo, yeah, I wasn't scared. Like, and I'm willing to rumble with the biggest nigga.
All right, let me ask you this, right? So if you didn't have the support of them neutral cats, the Brooklyn dudes, them rosters, what you think would have been the state of Damu?
It would have still been what it was, because at the end of the day, I had niggas falling right in line like that's what they wanted to do.
Like, what you mean? I don't understand.
Give me a better blood.
Huh?
Blood.
Bringing dudes home.
Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? And we stood on it, and niggas, we whopped and knocking niggas. We had shit in what it was. Like, we was doing what it was. Niggas ain't disrespect us, and we moved through. And that's a fact.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie though. From like my perspective and what I seen when I came up top, and from how the homies was getting it in Green, when I left Green, I was helping certain dudes out, dealing with Amin and a lot of dudes that was coming there saying it was Damu. But if they didn't have support of us that was neutral at the time, they was out of there. It was over. So they never would have got a stronghold if they didn't have dudes like the Jamaicans. Just say you pop up, right?
All right, the smokes, all that. Like, no,
I'm just saying we had a lot of support.
All right, I understand. Yeah, like, it was a group of brothers, but I moved forward with, and they let me know we got your back. We got your back.
But that's what I'm saying. And I think it kept a lot of guys at bay, because not only was we going, but if we go, the Jamaicans gonna go. You got Brooklyn dudes, you got all Queens dudes, you got neutral dudes, upstate dudes, a couple guard bodies. You know how it would be. You heard? I think the story of Damu and how Muslims and how everybody, you got renegade Muslims running with us. You got a couple of them. You got a couple of, how that is in jail, bro. It don't be just homies. You know what I'm saying? It be, you have a crew of dudes. Like, when I be around the Brooklyn and the Queens dudes, in certain uptown in Harlem, upstate dudes, couple of dudes, I feel the same way that I feel like when I was Damu, I felt the same way. It was no different if I'm in a yard with the Cuckoo Bees, the Ron Dudes, the Nacies. If I'm around them, I feel just like I was at home if I was around some of the dudes, like, the homies that I was banging.
And that's a fact. And
sometimes I felt more safe around them because the homies will snake you. These dudes stay solid throughout all the years.
Right.
So I think personally, but go ahead. I think a little bit, but go ahead, bro. Keep going.
No bad, speak your wisdom. I'm listening, King.
Nah, because I know it was a lot of support from the neutral dudes, from the Jamaicans.
Nah, that's a fact. You ain't telling no lie. That's why when OG Mac said, pop the 130 off, he had me start fuck 50-50 love. And niggas like, yo, Bat, for real? For real, though. Like,
I see what you're saying, but they said it because it went from 50-50 love to bulletproof love.
Fuck 50-50 love.
I know
50-50. When I popped it, can't nobody tell me different. I was there. I did it. I popped it 130 off. Fuck 50-50 love. Meaning fuck all neutral niggas. You even OG Mac was feeling himself. If you ain't in the whip, we don't give a fuck about 50-50 love. Because in Comstock, we was King Kong. I promise you that.
I know that.
You had every top shot in the building.
I know that.
The Dawn plus us.
Right.
And you had every Dawn in the building.
Facts. I'm not saying that that wasn't a spot. I'm not saying that was a strong spot.
That was our best. That was our glory.
And what year was that? 9-7, 9-8?
That was 9-7 to 9-9.
Look. All right, Comstock was like that, but look what happened to Gunga Lee and all of them, Wildcat and all of them in Sing Sing.
No, you right. You speak, and I don't remember about brother's name.
I came up right after. I came up 9-9, but I just left in 9-6 and came right back in 9-6. I was home for 6 months and did 25 years. So I know what was going on. I'm just saying, my thing was, I was on HDM. I was in certain houses in 9-8, and it was two homies and all Brooklyn and Queens dudes holding us down.
And like you said, Gunga Lee, thank you for mentioning that name. He was
Rambo,
there.
Jamaican Rambo. Rise up.
Gunga Lee was in there with us too. And it's certain motherfuckers, there's a lot of brothers. And I'm glad because we could tell his story because you mentioning the Giants.
Right. Gunga Lee was there too because he started EGB with H on all of them.
Right. Straight like that.
Right. But that's what I was just trying to get that because I know you're a real right Brooklyn dude. And just like Brooklyn dudes held you down, Brooklyn dudes held me down. Just to be honest, like my whole bid, we always had that Brooklyn Queens alliance, and I felt comfortable. I was safe around them dudes. Not no play. I know if it's time to go. Fister was just up here talking about he popped with me, in downstate. He wasn't Ola. There was some Ola stuff going on, but all these dudes was riding with us. And I think the narrative, and even with like a Fister, he rolled with us, but in his years to come, he got it on with a lot of dudes after us. You know what I'm saying? It was like he was fighting them oppressing dudes. He fought with us to help us fight against oppression, but then he fought against other little homies that came up that was starting to oppress the peoples. You see what I'm saying? So I think these stories ain't really told. Dudes is not really understanding that or seeing a transition or understanding. You heard?
Right.
So that's just something that we want to make sure comes out in these stories and this real history that we be spilling, you heard?
Exactly, bro. That's what I'm saying. When I was whooping, it was brotherly ride oppression. Like we had to have each other back. We was identifying each other with tying our shoestrings up in a certain way. When you look down and see the motherfucker had his shoestring tied away, like, all right, he down move. He down move. And then you get up on a motherfucker like, yo, you banging motherfucker letting you know, yeah.
Yo, they go CK. Yo, CK, what up? Yo, word, bro.
So I want to get back to the question of, and thank y'all both for that too, man. If y'all pulling up the We Locked In, man, I'm your host, Moshe Cantor. I'm here with my co-host, Mikey B. We got our esteemed guest, Batman from the classic, legendary Brownsville tandem, Batman and Robin. Y'all heard of them. We got him in the building, man. We going in right now, man. Make sure y'all hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and please, man, share it. Put your comments in the chat. Y'all already know what it is, man. I want to go back to the issue about the education piece because, again, that's very important for you and you taking your journey, take where you're at right now, right? So we know at some point something had to have like waking up inside of you, right? You said that Big Head Farmer was responsible for you of helping you make that transition of you not really being an educational dude and you now picking up these books by necessity. What was that like for you though? Because that had to be a challenge in and of itself. Like explain that part of you now.
It was because like I would go to say if I was reading a book, like I would skip what I didn't know until I ran into Jai Ace. And then he put me on game like, nah, because we was in Mid-Orange, you know what I'm saying? And they had cottages. So me and Jai Ace was in the room and he knew what it was because that was my brethren. Like we locked in, like nigga, with this our room. We fly niggas, we getting the visits, we got the bitches, we working out. Like we you know what I'm saying? And I let him know what it was and homie put me on game. And it became easier with him because now it's me and him one-on-one basis. Like, and I knew this nigga ain't trying to expose me, he's trying to help me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So It was what it was. And that was what made me get better. And then on my journey after I left him, I continued to elevate. Like, it was no looking back now because it became easy to me because, like, I was able to absorb shit then. Like, before, I guess I wasn't on that time because I was taught this way. Like, you got some kids that's taught fuck work. Like, as a 16-year-old kid, he worked with me now, Mexican kid. And he don't give a fuck about no school. He making $24 an hour, working at the job we work at, and he chilling.
Yeah.
And he's 16 years old.
Yo, I think that's a part of the incarceration experience piece that's like left out a lot. That a lot of us coming from the communities that we come from, there's a level of miseducation that's not coming from the academic piece, right? But then when brothers get around brothers that love them genuinely, while individuals is up north, you always hear about people say, yo, man, it was because of this brother I got around, or because of that brother I got around. And through all that stuff that we went through while we were incarcerated, we did everything to uplift each other and empower each other, right? So you got to a point where you got around certain individuals and they helped you read better and mature better and comprehend certain stuff better. Yo, that is the unspoken experience that doesn't get enough attention on from those of us that were incarcerated. Like, we be helping each other out in those places in the most craziest of circumstances. Like you said, you got around Big Head Farmer when you was in Southport. You were in the box, 23-hour lockdown in a box. People don't even know how Southport was back in them days like that. It was crazy. It was a madhouse. But yet, y'all still was able to turn that environment into a university because you was forced by necessity to do that. And it put you in a place where now look at you. You in a total different space than you were in. So, yeah, we didn't need prison or whatever the case may be like that. You didn't need that to go through that. But you went through it, and now you're in a better space. So I'm not saying for anybody else.
I needed it. If we didn't go to jail, we'd have been dead.
You don't know that, back, because none of us can say we would be
bro,
dead.
The route we was heading, we was a stop. I didn't even. But yo, the route we was going, like that we needed that, bro. I can honestly say that's why when I went to 8 parole boards and I didn't make neither one of them shits, bro. They gave me my good time back in the end and left me with some short change to max out on the outside. But I went to 8 parole boards, bro. And my institutional record was so nasty, they case-slayed me, bro. Every time I went to that shit.
No, I'm not saying that. Don't get me wrong. I just don't want to say like we needed jail to help reform our way of thinking. I'm just saying that it did play a role in who we are today. It's no question about that.
I'm thankful for it. I'm thankful for it.
Oh no, I'm thankful. Damn right. I'm thankful for the good and the bad. But
I'm thankful to go through that experience though, because it made me
of course
who I am. Because
of course
I value the simplest shit today. Ain't really too much move nothing to me like my kids and my wife. Like, and that's why I get up and go hard to do it for them. Everything else is.
I agree, though. I agree with y'all. Jail was a necessity for me too. Prison, definitely. The way I was moving out there, you got to kill me, bro.
I was gunplay, bro.
I'm shot up. I got the cane. I'm chasing dudes down in the cane, bro.
Yeah, but everybody's story.
We was blowing hammers. Hammers.
Everybody's story. I mean, we all know individuals who didn't come to prison and still was able to get their lives together. So what I'm saying is that it didn't necessarily mean that we all had to come to prison to get our lives together. I'm not going to buy into that, but I'm saying because we did.
I'm gonna agree. I'm gonna agree
too.
But we do know a lot of brothers. We all know a lot of brothers that are no longer here that didn't get the opportunity to go to prison. A lot of my guys that was the worst guys on my block. A lot of the guys that was the worst guys on my block, they all dead.
Yeah.
If they ain't dead, they came and did some time. They came and sat down, and then they straightened it out. They sat down for some type of time. The wildest dudes. I'm a part of the wildest. I'm talking about the wildest dudes. Wasn't nothing going to stop me from doing what I was doing except a bullet or jail, bro. That's just facts.
Yo, back. Me and Mikey asked this question to everybody who come up here. I asked this question to Ashan. I asked this question to Pee Wee. Pee Wee in the chat right now. He's sending his love too. Let me tell you something. I asked this question.
Pee Wee.
Shout out to Pee Wee, man.
Straight like that. Big B's the we, yeah, hell yeah.
I got this question. I got this question. I want to ask you. I want to ask you back. What role do you think you played the way that you live? Being wild, whether it was when you was neutral, whether it was when you was Damu, but I'm asking this question more as a blood. When you were Damu, what impact do you think your behavior played on the youth that's living their lives today?
Because I made it to where they did that. All the younger brothers that was with me and me being how little I was, like, and how I conduct myself, they overstood. Because I had young brothers, I ran and caught up with them on the end of their bid, and like, I'm maxing out because of you. I watch you hold it down and you being so little, and motherfuckers that was there, like, you really was, and can't none of these niggas say nothing different. I went from green. I left green. Mind you, I got a medium bid. I left green and ended up doing 9 years behind the G wall before I ever sent the medium. I'm a 16-year-old kid. Be mindful of that. I was a 16-year-old kid in Auburn, pissy black, dead on row. These are notorious booty bandits there. I posed certain and niggas knew they couldn't fuck with me. Honest, I had them niggas knocking niggas out. Shaq will tell you this. 10 toes, y'all call him. He would tell you this. Because this the time.
Definitely not calling him Shaq. Hey, yo. 2024, you heard? Shaq is no good. Shaq is a dub in 2024. That name, 10 toes down, is better.
I don't know. It's crazy because, I don't know if whether or not the youth today would be. I'm not going to say that. That's probably not true. But I do think that the gang culture itself played a significant role in what's happening today in our community. So I think I'm asking that question because a lot of us contributed to it, whether directly or indirectly. We didn't know that it would get to this point where now it's kind of crazy right now. I work in Brownsville right now, right? I'm out there like every day, and it's kind of crazy out there right now. It's more young, confused individuals who don't really know what they're doing and why they're doing it. But for the most part, they walking around bopping to a different way of life. But they saying that they're gang members. They're part of their cliques, their gangs. Some of these gangs that have come from various areas in the country, but most from New York City, and they say that they are part of it. And they bop into that. So that's why I always ask everybody that question to see how you guys answer it. I asked that, not that I'm looking to see if whether or not you would agree that you contributed to that, but that you were.
I do, and that's what I was giving. I do, and I was going to say that Lacey, Pee Wee, Goo, Ed, you, Mikey B, all of us, because we could have been better. Because when it all counted, we was 10 toes down. But when it didn't count, when we got strong, we started fighting each other. Because it was never about no Crip shit. And can't nobody say different, bro. Fact. That shit started with them Spanish niggas, and I'm going to say it again, with them Jamaican niggas. That's why, but OG Mac had a plan, and I understand what OG Mac did. He united all 5 boroughs. Goo, that's why we rep the 5. Goo put the 5 into the motherfucking UBN. Goo bought that. Goo was bingo. Goo was king. He was sister to sister in 93 when we was in Green. Like, that's just facts. But homie contribute. You gotta eat big food. You gotta eat big food, homie. You want to jump in this G-Ride, and that's what the scrap did. That's why he was the big dog of 9 Trey up inside. Like, just facts. Like, give motherfuckers they flowers, they pride. I don't like what he did and got caught up because, like, it come a point in time in our life where we have to start thinking and making different choices because continue to keep doing the same thing and respecting different results don't add up. it don't add up because you get fucked up results and you can't be mad at nobody but yourself when the shit don't add right. Like that's why I just stay out the way, man. Stay humble. You know what I'm saying? Support each other, knowing if we move as we did. You know what I'm saying? That we can make it.
And
I don't want to be. Go ahead, brother.
now I was gonna ask you that. So now that you've done the 20 years, what year did you come home, and what's your mindset now that you did all this work? You know, everybody know you was Batman. You haven't done this time ever before, so now you in a situation where like, all right, I'm back out here now, right? What's your mindset like? Are you prepared? Did you have the support? Were you good in terms of the people that was waiting on you to come? Did you have family, loved ones? How did you have to fend for yourself? Like what was that like? What was that experience like? And remember, I asked the question back. What year was this when you came home after doing that 20?
I came home in 09, July 31st. Never forget it.
And you've been home since then, right?
Yes, sir.
Copy.
You said you fell back like around 99?
No, I wouldn't even say fell back because even wherever I was the big scrap. When I went to that medium, like wherever I was at, like Batman just pulled up, the big homie, and that's what it was. Like when I was in them kitty cutters, I had them shits on smash, and the Don Moves was doing what I said. I'm gonna keep it a pound. So it was never, it was just like, it came a point to like, after me catching new charge and shit, like, hell no, and then I'm starting to get older. So I'm like, I gotta get the fuck up out of here.
So when was that? When did you actually say it's over for me? I ain't doing this.
I mean, when I did say it was 99, because me and KA was in Comstock. I never forget it. Me and KA was bunkies. He Rat Hunter KA. Salute to the bro. Word is bond. Chulo, Santana, Eddie, Carlito, Wild Dave. All them niggas was there. All official Brownsville niggas was in the building. And me and KA was bunkies. And them niggas, Santana niggas was getting them 007s in. Me and KA went to the hole. He gave me one, I had one. Everybody was packed in the yard. If the homies would have acted up, they'd have got smashed out that day. I promise you. Cause me and KA pulled all, we was in a hole. If you ever been to Comstock and you know where the hole at, KA pulled right up, right there and stood on the side. I went and told the homies what it was. Like, I'm hanging my jersey up.
So why? What made you do it? What, I don't understand. What happened? You was going to go home. Like what made you hang it up? What was your thoughts? What was your feelings?
It wasn't brotherly love no more. You know what I'm saying? And niggas was riding. And then Hollywood, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, nah, y'all niggas ain't, you know what I'm saying? Then once I seen, like, y'all niggas is, we started from rocking on these niggas to we jumping on each other. Like, nah, I ain't part of this shit. I'm about growth and development. Like I said, because now I'm in my maturity ages. I'm not a kid. I'm not influenced no more. You know what I'm saying? And I'm becoming a young man. So I'm like, hell no, this ain't what I want to be part of. I got friends, and I seen how we went from protecting each other after fuck 50-50 love. I knew it was over because that was the downfall of blood. Niggas don't even know when OG Mac was leaving to go home. He told niggas to suck his dick. And Mark Frost told him, when I see you, you gonna stand on that. It's a big fact. He walked past us to leave out F Block and Comstock to go home. We all in the cages, and he said what he said. And then he got caught up and now he in jail for the rest of his life. Not wishing that on him, but look, your energy wasn't right. You told the same motherfuckers that helped you build this nation up. You violated niggas on your way out the door. And then motherfuckers lame shit later on about you.
In Comstock?
In Comstock.
I had heard about that. I heard he said that, but I didn't know who he was.
Mark Frost told that nigga you gonna stand on that if you ever come back.
I heard that.
Hellraiser told that nigga he gonna stand on that. And niggas don't know that. OG Mac walked past and told niggas that. Niggas was heartbroken. Like, yo, we caught up in this shit. And that was my end right there.
Hey, yo, wait a minute. So wait a minute. So what did he say that for? Just everybody, the whole thing?
Yo, he said that about when he was leaving, he got free. That was his words on his exit out the building.
That's cap.
Okay.
So nobody actually heard him say it?
Everybody heard him say that. I just told you, Mark Cross yelled to him, nigga, you gonna stand on that if you ever come back in
So
here.
what he said?
Never know
All the homies suck my dick?
He said, all y'all niggas suck my dick and kept it on his exit. Word.
Oh, no.
You don't know.
Yo,
do your homework.
All right,
do your homework.
Yo, Bat, this ain't the first time I'm not hearing that. But he's saying all y'all
homework, however he was feeling, it might have been because, look, nigga said he was motherfucking, his name is caught up in some paperwork or whatever. He, when on his exit, that was his word. I was there. This ain't no cap. Fuck, I'm gonna get on here after all these years. I ain't on nobody channels. I ain't no YouTube nigga. You got to come up on here just to chat. Like, it's no reason for me to have to do that.
No, I heard it before. I heard it before this. I'm just saying the context behind it.
No, but I'm telling you, that shit fucked all of us up.
That's crazy.
Where the fuck that come from?
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, where's it come? Like, who is he talking to?
So HR, I was on the island, right? And HR told me that personally when I used to be writing them back and forth, right? But so at the time, this is something that a lot of people didn't know. So at the time, I'm going back and forth with HR, writing HR, right? This is right before I came up north. But at the time, Mac just went home too. So no, for real, I'm reaching out to Mac and I'm speaking to Mac, and HR was the first one that told me what Bat said.
But right? Check it out.
Hold on, Mikey. I'm putting context into this, right? So I'm giving you history here. This is actually what happened, right? HR told me specifically that this is what Mac said. Now, he said that they had differences over something, right? And as a result of that, him and Mac was going back and forth, and Mac threw a Frank at him, right?
He threw a Frank at HR.
Yeah.
Straight Frank at HR.
Yes, but the context was about all of the homies that he was supposed to be looking out for, because he had went home and HR was saying, look, we all up in here, you went out here, you know you have an obligation to take care of those that are holding this banner up, because this is something that you know you created and we're holding it down for you. So that's what the back and forth exchange was about. That was confirmed when I reached out to KK. Shout it out, man. Glad to have you on board, man. So that was confirmed when I spoke to Mac, and Mac said himself that this is what he said. He told me that personally, that him and HR was going back and forth, and he said that.
Oh, that he told HR to suck a dick.
Yeah, that's what Mac told me personally.
I mean, I was talking to Mac after that. I talked to Mac in 99.
No, so he told me that personally.
Was talking to Mac.
So
we put that out on the phone with Mac, with OG.
No,
Mac.
I'm not talking about that. I'm putting context in what Bat is saying. This is about that incident. I don't know about any other incident. So what I'm saying is that I was trying to be the mediator between them. And what? I mean, I'm trying to be the mediator between both of them, saying, look, y'all need to cut that out. Like, y'all big bros. What's going on here? So this is before. So I never even knew Bat knew anything about that. So when me and Bat spoke about that, I was like, how did he even know about that? So I know what Bat is saying is the truth, because not only did HR tell me that, but Mac told me that too. They both told me the same thing. So
shout
that's
out
just
the homie Red Eyes.
Oh, shout out to homie Red Eyes.
Shout out to Red Eyes. Red Eyes with the dreads.
Big B.
Red Eyes with the dreads. Red Eyes with the dreads. That's my son.
Yeah, Hellraiser Red Eyes.
Yeah, that's my son, Red Eyes.
That's his nephew.
Yeah,
all right, so hold on, Bat. So you never answered my question. I want to know what was when you finally came home. Now,
Trife Gangster in the building, man. Salute to Trife Gangster, you heard?
Shout out to Trife Gangster, man. I ain't even see Trife Gangster in the building. Shout out to Trife
in the building, man. You already know, man. G Mac, man. You already know.
So Trife in the building, and the only person he shout out is Mikey. This is crazy, man.
He shouted everybody out.
No, he did not shout everybody out, man. He just come in the building. The first person he shout out is just Mikey.
If he said Mikey, he means all of us. He meant we locked in.
Yo,
Mikey
shout out,
Trey.
KK
is KK and Mikey too.
So back. So you come home after doing all this time. Where's your mindset at in terms of like, are you like, yo, I'm never coming back to this place? Do you got a job lined up? Do you got support out here? You got a place to live? Because this is not everybody's situation. I need to know like what's going on in that moment. Like, how's life for you?
Yo, nah, the nigga got tone. They hit some chick was like, yo, Batman home. She gave the nigga got tone my number, and Shorty was like, yo, call this number. I called it. Guy was like, yo, we under the train. Kyle, all them niggas was there. Was like, yo, pull up right now. I pulled up. Guy hit me over like 5 bands. I'm like, I'm good right now. Like, that was the first big money I seen when I touched down. God Tone hit me up. So now I'm in my bag. Then God bless the dead. ST, Stud. Stud gave me 6 the next day. Took me shopping. G shit. Like, come on, bro. I got you. You home. What you want to do? I'm like, yo, let me figure this shit out. I'm running around with Rogo life. Jade and them, I'm going to little shit, going to little vents and shit, but I seen shit was moving too fast, and I'm like, I'm used to being in the yard, not around nobody. Got my niggas, we in the corner, we smoking, doing what we do. You know what I'm saying? We working out, we in this corner, y'all stay over there. So that was my mindset. And you know what I'm saying? Eventually, I had family. I had a support system. I had my people taking me to, you know what I'm saying, get my license, go to get EBT, you know what I'm saying, getting shit in perspective, you know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying, and then I met a chick, once I got on parole, you know what I'm saying, because I did a few months, I did what my PO said, and then I had like 4 or 5 months left. I came in one day, she was like, yo, you ain't got to come here no more. And that was it. I got back outside for a little bit. I'm in the Ville doing my numbers. But when I seen what it was, I'm like, hell no, this ain't what I want. I just did all this time. And I wanted to break the cycle. I wanted to be a brother, not, you know what I'm saying, be a repeat offender. You know what I'm saying? Having to reach out to somebody to reach out to give me something when I have the opportunity now to have my freedom and do whatever the fuck I want. Like, why would I give that up? Like, that ain't what I'm not willing to transfer that for nothing unless you fuck with my family. You fuck with my family, like, you know what I'm saying, that part. Like, well,
shout out to God Tony, man. You mentioned the Brooklyn legend, man. Shout out to, and Pee Wee just mentioned it, man. You know, I believe that support system contributed to all our success. And that's what I wanted to get to, because people don't realize how difficult it is after you do time from coming out of prison. And you mentioned you didn't dab, and you went outside even after doing all them years, but something clicked up there. You said, nah, I want better for myself. And yo, I'm glad I'm glad you made that choice, because how many individuals have we seen do all that damn time and still go right back to what they used to, and now they sitting back up in there with 25 more years or worse, right?
Ain't the brother Wildcat back in jail?
Wildcat is back in prison,
like, bro. And he was with us, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
Wildcat is back in prison.
Like, yo, first, I just wanted to salute you, bro, man. Commend you and thank you for coming up. I ain't gonna be on it too long, because where I'm in this production place, it be loud. It's crazy in here. So I had to like dip off in the bathroom just to jump off and to show everybody some love. Mikey, Moshe. Only reason, just wanted to tap in real quick. You already know my situation it'd be crazy. Like, music just went off. I had to go run to the bathroom.
That's good. That's good. While you here, you can check Loki. He only shouted you out, and he ain't shout out the big homie. I'm KK
Loki,
big
man.
homie.
You gotta shout me out.
You gotta shout me out before you
shout that shit.
This is a
who's Loki? Like, who Loki coming in the building just shouting out KK? Who's
that's why you put your store.
Yo, who you be? What set you repping while you bang? Pull up.
Word up.
If you shouting out KK, you better shout out the big homie.
My nigga Killer Kev, excuse me, I apologize.
The big homie want to shout out first.
Definitely shout out Killer Kev. Word
of course.
Big bro, put that shit in the trenches, like, you know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Killer Kev. We gotta get Killer Kev.
Word,
yeah, we
man,
definitely, man. We gotta get Killer Kev up there, man. We gotta get
Jeff.
Yo, listen, Batman, put the bat sign out. Tell Killer Kev Put the bat sign out for Killer Kev. Tell him to pull up, you heard?
Yo, word him up, we can make that happen. I just talked to him probably about 2 weeks ago. We can make that happen.
This the people's platform, though. This ain't ours, bro.
No,
you know
exactly. Let's do that. Because
real,
I told the brother
dudes, real nice, the real dudes, solid dudes. Everybody, Spanish, Jamaican, blood, cuz, whatever. Tell them to pull up. Just they panel. They solid. They want to tell a story. Tell them to pull up. Real talk.
No, that's a fact.
Real talk, bro. You know what I'm saying? We ain't telling one side of the story. We ain't trying to do that up here. You know what I'm saying?
So what's at all? Because like I said before, the motherfuckers was putting pain in on motherfuckers, bro. I ain't gonna cap. I watched the motherfuckers do what it do. But once we became one, and that just showed me if we was to do that today and stay solid with each other outside, because if we was to, you know what I'm saying, unite, we can go somewhere. Like everybody want to be that nigga. Like, nah, motherfuckers is knocking niggas off. Look how these cats getting all this money. You get rich to go to jail. You get rich to get an indictment. Like, come on, bro. You got whack 100. You like, what are you doing? Like, shit like that. Like, it's no room for that, bro. Like, we supposed to be about each other. Like, you know what I'm saying? I shine, you shine.
Right.
I shine, you shine. Like, and that ain't what it about. And that's why I had to step away, bro. When Max said what Max said, and motherfuckers was doing what they was doing, there was no more place for me. I served my purpose.
Right.
I held it down. I stood tall what I was doing. When I was in the whip, even when I wasn't in the whip, I was in the whip because I still contribute. Because that's how motherfuckers looked at me regardless. That's Batman. That's the blood.
Right.
They didn't look at me different, even when I was not in the whip. Like, I'm being honest, bro. Because I still had the influence over niggas. I promise you that.
Yo, check it out. So Robin never turned Damu?
Nah.
I know that because I know when we was getting green, he wasn't Damu. He definitely wasn't Damu.
Word. Rob, it was like I said, it was Mac murdering us. Like when I came through, I remember Mac Murder had probably like 30-something razors in a fucking powder box. And we in Mart 9. I came from Mart 6, went to Mart 9, and Mac like, yo, when the lights go down, we taking over the house.
All right.
I'm like, word, we little nigga. I'm like, what? He passing gym stars to the niggas that he got on some G shit. When the lights went down, Max stepped up. We jumped up. We went to the back of the motherfucking house. I had both of the jacks. And that's what it was. Word is born. Niggas took the shit over. And that's what the fuck it was. That's why I said, when that shit happened, when they cut the little homie free throat, like, yo, bro. But when niggas came in the building, like, I kept peace. Like, niggas ain't doing nothing to them. Niggas felt the way, but I'm keeping it a band. If you was in Comstock at this time, chime in, and ain't no cap in this shit, chime in. When them niggas pulled up from that Kawasaki and they came to Comstock, ain't shit happened to none of them niggas.
Shout out to Polo the Billy, man.
Wow.
Shout out to Polo. Yo, what up, Polo?
Shout it out, Polo, man. Polo came out to Brownsville with me, man, when I was out there giving out food to the people. He came out there handing out bags of food with me in Brownsville. That's what he came.
That's what I'm talking about.
That is a fact. Shout out to Polo, man. So tell us about. I know you mentioned that you're a father now. You know, you working, you doing your thing. You got great things that you're doing, man. So speak to us about who Batman is today. We know about the stories of old. At least for those of us who don't know about the stories of old, you definitely gave us some clarity. But talk to us about who you are today.
I'm just somebody that's, you know what I'm saying, still finding his way in, and I'm overstanding a lot today in my older age, and I'm just somebody, like I said, I'm just doing what I do. I know what I want, and everything everybody else doing, I know it ain't for me. So I'm content with my circle and the lifestyle I want to live, and I got somebody that I'm fucking with that on the same time as me, and I'm not trying to, you know what I'm saying, change nothing that's working. So I just go with my flow and overstand, like, that's what it is, and that's what I'm doing, like, and ain't nothing changing it, because I would never give my life up for 6 months to a year of balling to the rest of my life into someone's prison institution, especially at this point in time, what's going on with us in the world and all kind of shit. I'm not gonna be locked in nobody's cell if it gotta go down. Like I said, I'm licensed to carry now. After doing that time, I'm in a different state. Like, I'ma fuck you around. You come playing over here, I'ma fuck you around. I'm gripped up heavy, and I proudly say that because I can do that. I got the right to bear arms today. I didn't know that yesterday without, and I'm a felon. Like, so I'm easy with it. Like, so I know what it is today.
Yeah,
so,
the laws are different in a lot of states. A lot of guys that were felons, told me that, in different states they gripped up right now. A lot of guys that was felons told me that. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? And that's, I just sit back and protect my family, watch out, respect real niggas and respect myself. Like I said, I'm about growth and development. Like, ain't nothing that I did yesterday can define me as an individual. You know what I'm saying? That was all a facade that I had to put up because I couldn't read and write. So I had to put this facade up. So, because if you came at me then, that was my weak point. So I never wanted no one to challenge me there. Even if I told you if we was in school, like, yo, you gonna do my homework. Even before you do yours, because Batman get busy. And you want to.
So that was a defense mechanism for you?
What you said?
I said, so that was when you couldn't read and write, was that a defense mechanism for you?
And real talk, hell yeah. I can honestly say that, hell yeah.
Yo, I'm glad, and that's what, I'm glad you admitted to that. And because when you first stated that, that's why I kept asking the question about the education piece, because, a lot of what people don't realize is that we create these pseudo personalities that kind of take us away from who we truly are.
Cover our deficiencies, right?
It's to cover up our shortcomings and our deficiencies.
Yeah.
And that's one of the things that I know a lot of us who unfortunately go through that experience of being illiterate, they overcompensate themselves in other areas and then be like, yo, son getting busy. But son is really crying out, telling you that he needs help. And that's what a lot of us do. And it's all right. That's why I love that you can admit that, because that takes maturity and accountability, that you say you're comfortable with admitting that at some point you acknowledge that in order for you to grow, you got to admit that these are deficiencies and that this is what was holding you back. So that takes courage. That takes a lot. And I'm glad that you're at that point where you're able to admit that, because that's what we need to hear. People want to hear that Batman, the legend, was putting in all this work and you was doing all this and you did all that. That's fine and dandy because it's just your story. But people also love to hear the fact that you can come up here and be honest and be vulnerable and be truthful and say, these are some of the challenges and the struggles that I went through, but I was able to overcome them. Now, this is where I'm at right now. So I think that's important. So I just wanted to share that with you, man. Without that, we don't have the true, authentic Batman coming up here. We got, the person with the mask on, but I'm glad that you could take that mask off and be your true, authentic self. That's what we need to hear, bro. Real talk, bro. Like, we really appreciate that. We need that authenticity up here. We locked in, man. We need that, man. Thank you for that, bro. For real.
Yeah, I appreciate the Crip shower. Go ahead, bro.
I appreciate y'all brothers for giving me the opportunity, because, like I said, motherfucker have so much bottle in because I put so much towards it, and like, for you to try to duck me out of it, it's impossible for you to do that. Like, you know what I'm saying? I just want my respect like everybody else want. You know what I'm saying? And I have a story to tell, and it's things that I can teach the youth, and hopefully I can say something to them so I can prevent them from making the shortcomings I made.
Yeah.
Right. So so what would you actually tell the kids and youth about getting their education and how it affected your life? What would you tell them?
Hey, that's the most important thing. And today I have my daughters, and I make sure as a man, I'm on top of them 100, because I never want them to go through that, because that's some shit or some G shit that shit hurting me. But it's all good.
Right. I understand. But it's good though. You came. That's a struggle that you overcame. You know what I'm saying? And we all had our own struggles. We all had different struggles. I ain't have no education when I went to prison. I ended up getting mines and doing the same things. You know what I'm saying? But it's a lot going on. You know what I mean? But it's good to see your vulnerability and your growth as a man. You know what I'm saying? The things that you're doing today. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people be like, yo, you always got the shades on, you always got the doggies on. Because I'm a crier, man. I be crying all the time, man. I don't want nobody to always see me crying.
And I'm crying like a motherfucker
this
because
big solid dude soft, you know what I'm saying?
and I'm crying like a motherfucker because I get to speak my truth. Like,
right,
and I'm thankful for y'all allowing me. And this is nothing to discredit nobody ever in Damu, because we all contribute and we all played a part. That's what made us the Almighty.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Even the Nubians.
Right.
The ever motherfuckers, the smokes, the 5%.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's what united us, bro. Because 5 boroughs, when we went to jail, it was Brooklyn, Bronx, Queens, everybody still with their borough.
Yo, we seen when we had the video shoot out there, Big S came out there, Finsters, the Nubians out there, everybody. We had Crips out there, we had Blood, we had everybody out there. Neutral Dudes was pulling up. Ramsey pulled up. We had Shaquell out there, and it was a good thing. A lot of dudes were saying, like, you know, they was trying to shoot it down, but they don't understand the struggle that we came from. You know what I'm saying? They don't understand the brotherhood that we had.
Yo, I'm glad you came up here, bro, because you know, like I said, when we were growing up in East New York, the first names, I mean, and I'm not talking about older dudes, you know, we hear about older dudes in our neighborhoods all the time. We obviously had the Hellraisers, you know, before that, you know, he was just the Mark Crosses. We had the big names. We had we had the Tuts, and you know, we heard about the Kev Webbs and the God Tonys. These are the big names. But you guys were like the first guys outside of our age group, or in our age group, whose names were ringing bells, and that had an impact on us. That had that influenced us, because you know, we knew that there were young individuals like us whose names were reaching out. And one of the things that stuck out with me was that you guys were universal. Y'all could go anywhere, and y'all was respected by the older dudes. You dig what I'm saying? Now we probably know a lot of the older dudes probably had their own agenda, using young dudes for their own diabolical objectives. They did it to me. That's a form of abuse. Yeah, we all went through it. You know, that's a form of abuse.
It was because they knew only thing a young dude could get is 9 to life for a body.
Yo, so they abuse it. They use it, so they abuse
was cool with that, because that's the choice that we had to, you know what I'm saying, that because at the time that's what was going on. And if you wanted to move that way, you had it to adapt to that. Like, motherfuckers instilled to us. We knew it was no time. Like, it's no smut on Batman and Robin rep. Like, I can get up here freely.
Nah, y'all solid. Y'all solid.
I'm not here to nothing, because I want us to come together. Because if we was to work together and do what we do, like 10 Hassan Campbell, like I want to do an interview with Hassan Campbell, because how can you consider yourself as a real nigga and you making fun because a nigga got molested? Where was the older people when this shit was taking place? Like, where's we at as a people? You think that shit is funny? You ain't no real nigga in my eyes if you think that's humor. Hell no, bro. You sick. If you thinking whatever that nigga Ben Bada did to that man, that shit cool, and you want to laugh and joke, what if you drop your kid to your brother house and you fucking go pick your kid up and your kid talking about, yo, Uncle so-and-so put his finger in my butt, or ooh. Like, how would you feel? So for you to think that shit is funny, like I want that to be my first interview on my channel. I'm definitely getting ready to start Original OG TV. Me and my brother C4. We definitely about to start some shit. There's gonna be some good content on there, because I got a lot of different things that people don't want to talk about. They want to talk about all the other stuff that don't count. They have no relevant. What you said, my brother?
I said, what is it called?
Oh, Original OG TV.
All right, we're on YouTube.
Yeah, I only got 26 subscribers. I ain't got no content yet.
I'm about to put the link in the chat, man. Make sure y'all go follow Bat. I'm about to put the link. You should have told me this at the beginning, bro. Hold on.
I sent it to Moshe.
I was gonna wait until we get to around this point. So we was gonna basically get it out.
No, but it's good because we got to talk. I know you had it, but the conversation was so much
Moshe
love.
Be hating, son. You gotta watch Moshe.
We got to converse like on some real shit, like, and we got to touch on shit.
We got you, bro. We got you.
Yo, nah. But you know what? So listen, you guys out there that have been tuning into this, man, make sure you
give
guys
me the name, bro. What's the name?
Original OG TV.
Original
OG TV. That's Bat and C4's. That's their YouTube channel. Make sure y'all tap into that. I'm sure he's gonna have a bunch of content you guys are gonna love. There should be no reason why, after sitting in this room or sitting in your rooms, wherever you guys at, in your cars, wherever you guys are at, that you hear this and then you guys don't subscribe to his channel. I mean, he said it. It's Original OG TV. Subscribe to the brother's channel.
In the chat, Mo.
My brother. You said what, bro?
Send it to me in the chat so I can post it up real quick.
And if anybody out there
right
watching, now, I want to chime in with Hassan Campbell, man. I want to sit down because I understand your pain, because I know people that went through your story, and I know it ain't a joke, bro. That's an issue that we have to.
Hey, yo, let's go 10 toes down. Yo, 10 toes down. I'm putting the link in the chat, man. Yo, hit the link. I'm about to put the link in the chat for 10 toes.
Hey, yo, 10 toes. Why are you only shouting out your brother back? Salute to my brother.
Yo, 10 toes, you know what we do up here. Don't even play.
So we don't get none of your love, my brother. We don't get none of your love.
And y'all throwing up the bees in the pitch and all that, son.
I want some
take bees.
I want some 10 toes love, man. Let me get some love,
shit,
brother.
Mikey B.
I take bees, 10 toes. I take the bees.
Nigga.
Yo, the link is in the chat for you, 10 toes. Hit the link, 10 toes.
Yo, Mikey, you said you want the name of it, right?
I appreciate that, brother 10, bro, because I ain't gonna hold you when we was.
All right, copy.
Homie definitely held it down. Like, I ain't gonna hold you, no cap, bro.
Yo, what's up? Yo, yeah, son. Yo, listen. Yo, we dropped the link for 10 toes. The link is in the chat.
Hey, yo.
Pop it.
Hey, yo.
Hey, yo,
back.
Hold on, because they be playing games.
What up, bro?
Hey, yo, this no lie, right?
Let me see your face, 10 toes.
Yo, your story. Yo, did you ever?
Oh, shit, B.
I see you.
Your blind ass, man.
I see you. Let's go.
Yo,
what up, B?
Right there. Hey, yo,
son. Salute. So, yo, listen, man. Hold on, man. Let me give my salams and my salute to the chat, man. Yo.
Alaikum salam, my brother. How you been?
You know I'm tight always, brother. You already know, man. By the mercy of Allah, we here today, man. And I ain't mean to like block y'all out. You know, I'm just saluting Bat because Bat just getting in the game. He ain't familiar with this YouTube and the camera thing. You know what I'm saying? And I just want him to be comfortable with it. You know what I'm saying? The people to embrace him the way y'all trying to put him out there. And once I get my joint back, I'm definitely going to, you know, help support. And this is what we needed. I believe that, not that I believe that, but I always felt like this channel we locked in. I always wanted to hit y'all platform. Definitely always wanted to hit. I shout y'all out. You know what I'm saying? Always wanted to hit it on some grown man time because I believe that this channel ain't no laughing games or joking. We could smile, but this ain't about no games. I believe this channel is the dynamic 3. You. I was saying on the channel, I was saying Mikey B, KK, and so I was saying some type of rhyme with the shit. But yeah, I was saying some type of rhyme with your names or some shit. But definitely, brother, because y'all hitting brothers from every angle. Now on the other end, my little man Bat, you know he gonna keep it a buck. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no need for nobody to get up here and give people extra accolades. You know what I'm saying? And one thing about me, I don't like to talk about it because I feel like I'm glorifying it.
Yeah.
You know, that's why I always stayed on Bat toes. When we was blood, he knew we got to go to Juma every Friday, boy.
That's a fact.
You know, I made sure, you know, we got to go to Juma. Why? Your staff, why we going? Homie, we got to make prayer, man. We done did a whole bunch of shit. We got to clean this up, bro. We got to make prayer.
Yo, 10, I'm going to keep it 100, bro. And first, let me just say this, man. Thank you for saying that, bro. Like, really, man, that means a lot to us, man, and just having your energy here. We just truly appreciate the fact that you feel that way, man. That's just all the way solid. And the second thing I want to say is that says a lot about the type of brother that you are, that no matter how wild Bat is, he probably got a lot of yes men around him, people who are afraid of him because he's Bat. And for you to be in his life and say, yo, we got to go pray as a Muslim, you know, that's very serious. So that right, and he said that to me earlier. Yo, Bat, didn't you tell me that earlier? That you was in Juma every Friday, right? That 10 had you in Juma every Friday, right?
Wow.
So he told me that personally. So, and that right there, that tells you that no matter how much wrong you running around doing, when you got somebody in your life that's telling you, yo, look, we got to go pray, that is a whole different friend. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I know that's a different type of love there, man. So thank you for that, man. So what's
That's
Yo,
who
Ten.
yo.
Now that Bad is up here saying it, and I don't know, you said it or it came up that you was Don Moo before, but for you to not to come up here and really expound on that history and try to like get the props from that history, I respect that. You know what I'm saying? You know, I did a lot of my life. I could really be really viral up here. I took down my Queen's Flip interview because, you know, I did a lot. I did a lot. You know, I did a lot in the streets. I did a lot in prison. And, you know, I didn't want to come out here on that foot. So I understand your position on that. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
I don't want to come off.
Wow.
Don't get me wrong. There's a time to tell our stories, but I didn't want to get up here on YouTube like I'm the jail guy. And, you know, I cut all these people. I did all this stuff in my community. And I'm out here trying to be a community worker. It's kind of like a backhanded slap to the victims of my crimes and the things that I did in my life. You know what I'm saying? So I understand your position totally, you heard? Because if I came up here and talked about some of the things that I did, I know, you know, everything that we locked in, anything I put it on is going to go viral. But I don't do that because I don't want to, for one, I don't want to,
I feel you, homie. Go ahead. I feel you. I know where you at with it. I know. I get the same way, B. I got you.
Yo, 10.
Yo.
They didn't even know that was you at first in the picture. I'm like, yo, that's 10, nigga. Like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
So he was like, he named everybody but you, Mikey B, going in.
Yeah.
Yes, and Moshe like, nah, that's 10. I'm like, fat.
Yeah.
That's me and 10 and 9 pounds.
Word, bro.
Fuck out of here.
Hell yeah.
That's how we really was on. Like, fuck out of here. Like, and I ain't no extra accolade. It just real only recognized official. Just like when I asked you, I kept saying, I want a car. You gave me a motherfucking Benz truck, nigga. Like, this ain't because of that. Like, nigga, when you from jail to the motherfucking street, we was locked in. Yo, you want to get some change?
That's what I be telling him. Ain't no happening nothing. I came home, my little man, like, yo, I'm fucked up. I need a whip. You need a license, nigga. Yo, but I still gave him the Benz. You know what I'm saying? No rinky dink ran down Benz. Official joint. That's my bro, man. You know what I'm saying? And love is love, man. And that's how I was in the joint. When we was in the joint, I was there with Bat. When Bat couldn't read and write, I used to write some of his letters for him and shit. And and I never looked down on him. I always looked at it like I got to uplift him, try to teach him. You motherfucker, read a book. You got to do this. You got to go to school. I should be all you about going to school.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Always been on that time, man. I always been on that time, man, about uplifting my people, man. It's just that, you know, when you see me on the YouTube and I talk that accountability, that's why I came with the accountability, because I know what it is to be on one side and then to cross over the transition, and knowing that transition, you know, it's a process. It's going to take time, and I don't expect nobody to change in one day. But I do see, you know, if people looking at Mikey B, looking at Moshe, looking at KK, like, it is possible. You know what I'm saying? You can make that transition. You can make that change. Everybody, and I don't want to live up to that image of before. I got kids. I got grandkids, you know?
I respect it. I understand it because, like I said, you know, me, Mo, you know, we did some dumb stuff, a lot of bad stuff in our communities, and I don't want nobody to follow that. The stuff that I was doing, I don't want nobody to take it and get it and be like, all right, I'm going to follow all this dumb stuff that he was doing. So I really don't put it out there. And don't get me wrong, I don't need it to be successful out here in the streets. I'm good. I got a house. I'm with my wife. I'm living a good life. I don't need that to be successful. Real talk.
Yeah.
But there is a time to tell your story and to tell certain things. You know what I'm saying?
Listen,
but
yo, look.
The way you do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, look. I'm going to say this, right? I never even said this before. 1,000, keeping the buck, right? When I came home from the joint, my son, my oldest son, was 21 years old, right? And I seen it in him over the years I was gone, how he glorified me and he wanted to try to live up to my image, right? So when I came home and he seen the other side, right, he couldn't accept that shit. He wanted to hear about Bloods. Yo, daddy, yo, what happened in here? Yo, daddy, this and that. And I was like, I'm not talking about that. I don't want to talk about that, you know? And I was on a different time. But my own son, my own fucking son, he's banging, you know what I'm saying? He patria, he trinitario, and I'm trying to tell him like, yo, you can't be doing that. I'm trying to reach to my kid. You know what that's like, man? Trying to reach to your own fucking son and you can't reach him because you know he's following the same footsteps, the shit that you created. And by me being gone, the shit all the people been telling him about me. So now I had to, you know what I'm saying? Me and my son went our ways because I'm not about that life, son. And if you want to stay on that side, bro, and I try to help you and you don't want the help, then I could keep trying to put my 2 cents in it. But at the same time, I guess you need to learn off experience. But by the grace of Allah, he did a whole 190, not a 360. He didn't go back. He did a 190 working, you know what I'm saying? Got a job, you know what I'm saying? But he's not on that same path. He ain't in no gang no more. He ain't with none of that shit. You know, he feel he on grown man time, smelling his own shit now. But that's why I feel that it was necessary for me to change. I felt when it came to Batman, I always looked at him as the little brother I never had. I never looked at him as my little man, nothing. And we was always eye to eye. I got packages, head back. You need something, head back. You good. Me, him, whoever. You know what I'm saying? And the dudes that taught me how to bid, Big Dumar from Brooklyn, Red Hook. Right. That's my bro. You know what I'm saying? Nuke, Money. And it was all Brooklyn. That's why dudes like, oh, nah, you Brooklyn. I was Brooklyn I am Brooklyn. You think, I don't even tell you who my family is that was with Baby Sam. Baby Sam, if you know Baby Sam, you could be like, you know Shaft? Oh, who is family? And I don't even mention none of that because I don't even get none of that shit because I still feel like I'm glorifying it. But I am Brooklyn. My grandma's rights to be in Brooklyn every day. I had a Brooklyn swagger up in Harlem. They're like, oh, this nigga from Brooklyn. Nah, you from Harlem. You know? But when it come to Bat, I just want everybody to check in and to help support him because he a good brother. I believe that he got a lot to offer.
Yeah.
And just like we locked in, man. We definitely locked in,
bro. Yo, I'm glad to see. I'm glad to see the place that he's in his life right now. I need the link. You gotta send me the link. I can't find it. I'm looking for it right now so I can post it in the chat. And
what's that?
He sent me a photo of it though, bro. Hold on.
You a photo? Why ain't just send you a link? Share it.
Nah, hold on. You might. Hold on.
You know, I'm new with this shit. I don't know.
It's a share button, bro. Like it says share.
It's just I be in my own zone sometimes, and it be so much I want to talk to. Like I be watching what's going on this YouTube, and I'm like, if we use our time more wisely, then we sitting down, tearing each other down when we can sit down and have a conversation as men. We can disagree.
Right.
We can disagree. We ain't gotta get we you know what I'm saying? Like let's start there. Like let's get to learn to love each other again. Like, you know what I'm saying? And move forward as men. And we can like we was in prison, we had to bid with each other, like we had each other back. Like out here is nothing the same than bidding, man. Bidding, like you gotta lock in with your team. Out here, this shit is just so wicked, and I'm like, where did we turn to this as a people? Like, let's get this shit right. Like, we can't even get it and enjoy it. We either getting indictments or we getting killed. Pop Smoke, RP, that young brother. P&B Rock. Brothers sit like that, like senseless shit, Duke the Jeweler. You know what I'm saying? Like, we hurting each other for materialistic shit that you can't take with you or do nothing with you when your expiration date comes, because we all have one and we all gonna go there. You can't cheat death. Everybody must go. Everybody must go in. For us to not want to enjoy each other and move as a people, like, that shit is sad. Like, nigga see you post something and won't even like it just because, and you can be telling the whole truth. Like, damn, that's how wicked you are? I'm speaking a whole hundred. You dub my shit and you go over here with this goofy shit. Like, where they do that at? Where they do that at? Like, come on, bro. Come on. It's so much we can offer, like, with each other. It got to start with us. That's why the generation under us, the way they are, because they don't respect us no more, because we don't respect us. If we moved together and the OGs was in line like they supposed to be, like, they would have no choice. You know what I'm saying? But when they see no structure amongst us, like, fuck, I'm listening to that old nigga. That nigga ain't got nothing going on.
That's why I'm always on pull up, or I pull up, I'm outside and all that. Not on no gangster shit. Pull up so we can have a conversation. I'm quick to pull up with a brother. And that's why I tell brothers, when I walk outside, man, I'm not running with a bunch of dudes. I ain't gotta have a hammer. I got the full body armor of Allah with me, bro. I'm not worrying about nothing happening. Because if it happens, it was the will of Allah. So then you didn't do nothing, bro. That was Allah's will. That's not you. You know what I'm saying? So I don't look at man as nothing but man. That's it, man. So when I go outside, I'm like, yo, listen, bro, we all need to come together. When it comes to, listen, I don't even give up when I go to the DJs and the parties with all the big rappers. When I'm with Bimmy and I'm out there with all of them dudes, I'm pushing up hard body. They give me a pound, I grab their hand and pull them in. Yo, bro, why you not putting that work in? What you talking about, bro? First of all, why you not saying my name? I don't even know your name, big man. I'm 10 toes down. But why you not putting that work in? Why you not on my channel doing interviews? Why you not in the YouTube section with all the other brothers? Oh yeah, bro, yeah, we gotta get together from Papoose. That's one of the main ones, all the way down to K Slay before he passed away. And that's how me and K Slay became tight, and he started putting me in the loop. I was on the road to the loop through K Slay, bro. If K Slay didn't pass away, right now, y'all to be like, yo, this motherfucker 10 done went to the top. We don't know how he got there because it was some backdoor shit that I was doing. You know what I'm saying? But I believe that we all as YouTube, yo, bro, we need to come together, man. We definitely need to come together. All this back and forth bickering. I could talk shit. I could do it for the entertainment purposes. But when it comes to that real street life shit, we already did it already, bro. We already showed we could kill somebody. We showed we could take a life. We showed we could do a robbery. We showed we could cut somebody. We could bust somebody in the head. We did that. But can you hug your brother? Can you be vulnerable? Could you say, yo, bro, I apologize? Could you say, yo, I put that behind me, bro? You don't say I'm gonna be the bigger man or better man. No, because now that belittles him and messes with his ego. You know what I'm gonna do? You my brother. I love you, my brother. I don't want to shed no blood, and I don't want no more of them spirits at my bedside, bro. My girl right here, she'll tell you, my homie, I jump up almost every other night.
Nah,
running,
yo, 10.
Running.
Yo, 10, listen to me. My wife in the room, she will tell you, your girl will not tell us more than my wife will tell you, and everybody listening. I probably jump up more than everybody.
No, sir. No. Mom, you hear what he said?
I'm telling you. My wife still think I'm crazy. She like, yo, you crazy.
Hey, yo.
Bro.
Yo, listen, yo, Bobby, yo, I want to break my wisdom. I just want to tell y'all real quick. The Batman and Robin channel is pinned in the chat right now. That's what's pinned. Y'all can go to that. You make sure y'all go there and subscribe right now. Hey, yo, check it out. Yo, Batman, why you ain't got no videos up there, man?
No, I just started it, bro. Word to mother. That's
you gotta put some video. You need to put a picture up there. Something. It's an O up there. I don't know what the O is for. That's why
y'all gotta put me on, homie.
See, that's bad. You gotta guide Batman. You gotta guide him. You gotta give him that guidance.
Put a picture up there. Yo, listen. To have Batman and Robin, they're gonna be on y'all hills. They're gonna be banning y'all, shadow banning y'all.
I was gonna ask Bat. Do you guys ever think about coming out with a documentary or something about your lives?
Nah, yeah, that's why I told after I told the next one I'm gonna do an interview with me and 10, and then I wanted we're gonna do the Batman and Rob, and me and Rob gonna do it together on Jai's TV.
Yeah, nah, that would be official. I mean,
right. But yo, check it out.
Man.
You gotta put some stuff on your channel, bro. You gotta put something up there. Put some of your pictures up there. Start throwing some videos up there. I know you got videos, bro. Throw them up there, girl.
Yeah, we just got.
I went up there. I don't see nothing. I'm like, yo, you got to put stuff up there, bro. You can't be just keeping that thing blank.
Nah, that's why I told.
That's why it won't come up. It won't come up because there's nothing on there.
Nah, we if you need help, that's what we're here for. You know what I mean? With that process, that's what we're here for. Passing this information to you is nothing. That's just what we're supposed to be doing. So
right. It's nothing. It's like work. We help.
Now, even like with 10, I told 10 I wanted to do it. 10 hit me up like, yo, look, here are some names. Which one you want?
Yeah.
OG TV.
Nah, that's how that go.
I want original OG TV.
That's fire.
Facts.
Right.
Like, word,
Nah.
that's my bro. Like,
See, but yo, Bat, you said original OGTV. You still look like you 21 years old, bro.
Yeah, how you gonna be original OGTV?
Yeah,
You 21.
you look at
yo,
21. You
homie,
got the braids and all this
yo,
shit.
I'm so thankful on some
Fab
real
is the
shit.
young OG. Fab is the young OG. You can't be
This
jacking.
nigga gonna look his
Yo,
age at
bro,
all.
I'm
Look,
thankful. Call me Viejo. Call me Viejo.
Yo,
I'm
C4,
thankful to
shout it out,
be
man.
oh
Shout it out, man.
man.
Get the fuck out of
I'm
here.
yeah,
thankful to
he don't even
be
look at
Shout it out,
me.
man.
up there
That's the
now.
one from Long
You
Island
know,
you went to?
Yeah. You came?
All right, yo,
Oh,
look.
man.
Yo, we coming up on 2 hours we coming up on 2 hours right now, man. What do you want to leave the listeners out here right now that's been tuned in for the last 2 hours, man? What do you want to leave the listeners back? The floor is yours, man.
man, we got so
Give me a
much
piece of
that
that.
we gonna do, and I'm thankful that I got the opportunity through Jai Ace TV to get in contact with you brothers because it was necessary, and I appreciate y'all for the opportunity for allowing me to come on y'all platform to express myself and at the same time be vulnerable because there's no skeletons or no secrets in my closet. I have nothing to hide. I'm a man's man, and at the end of the day, me as a black man and half of the habit that I caused, I want to be part of the construction of cleaning it up and us that can unite as brotherly love, right oppression, and we can do what we do as men. And sometimes we can have a conversation and we ain't got to be on the same page. We can disagree and still get ahead and move forward as brothers. If it ain't about that, I ain't about it. I'm about growth and development. I don't care about what I did yesterday because that don't define me and that ain't who I am as an individual. I learned so much through my journey and I would not change nothing about that I went through my parents and on. I respect every struggle I went through because it defined me and made me to who I am today. And I'm thankful that I'm 47. I'll be 48, inshallah, in October, and I can't wait till my 50th birthday so I can have something and invite some real brothers outside, and I can be thankful that I made it to that milestone. And
Right.
I appreciate y'all.
Yo, we
Brothers,
appreciate
Nah,
you,
we
bro.
appreciate you, man, because like I said before, man, we've always respected you in one way, shape, form, or fashion, whether or not we were young individuals in Brooklyn looking up to you, from what we heard in the streets. We respect your story, man. Everything you've been through, man. Your unique story, your upbringing and all that. That was real, man. And that's real. We definitely appreciate that.
and
We
one
want to
more
continue to
thing,
collaborate with you too, man. What's up,
Hassan
bro?
Campbell, if you listening, I want to dialogue with you
No, I
because
got you on that. Yo, Bat, I got you on that.
I
I'm
could
gonna call him.
empathize with you, bro.
I mean,
No,
his
Bat,
right here.
What I'm gonna do is, Bat, when you call me, I'm gonna call him and put you on the line with him. That's it.
What?
I'm
Because
gonna put
for
you on the line with
motherfuckers to
him.
think that shit is right, like on some real shit, I'ma leave that like that. For a motherfucker to think that's right, man, that's some real barbaric shit. Like, and we as the original people, we shouldn't be thinking on that level in no shape, form, or fashion. I don't give a fuck what we gotta go through. If you can't disrespect a motherfucker without opening a freight stand, then you ain't a G. Cause you ain't gotta tell a motherfucker to eat no meat to get your point across. So if you gotta express yourself like that, you ain't moving real right, man. With that, I appreciate you guys.
Yo,
Hold
man,
on,
thank
hold
you,
on.
man.
This is link. I just dropped this link. That's his link right there.
Yeah,
I just dropped it.
I put the name of it in there.
Nah, I had the
So
wrong link up there. That shit.
looking for the truth, man. If y'all trying to
It's
find,
pinned. Yo, his link. Yo, pardon me, bro.
pardon me,
Batman's link is pinned right now. Go up there. That's the link I just dropped. I think I dropped the wrong link. I don't know how I did it. Yo, bro, you got to put some content up there. They hating on you right now. I'm trying to drop the
I'm
link.
gonna do some shit. I got some shit my nigga from the Ville gave me. He got a movie going on. It's dope. I'm gonna put it up there, and I would like for y'all to give me some feedback and let me know if they was to get the opportunity, which I supported. I'm gonna drop it. Once I get off this, I'm gonna have my wife, cause she more in tune with this than me. So, but yeah, I'm gonna have her drop it in there for me, and that's gonna be my first content. But my first shit I want to do, I really want to chime in with Hassan Campbell, cause I got a lot of important things I want to talk to the brother about. And
you can take bits and pieces of this video too. Take this video and post it up there, bro.
All right.
Yeah.
But
You
I
up
need,
there?
yo, Mo, I'm gonna need you to, or Ace. I know I can tell John Ace to tell me how to do it.
Yeah, hit
Copy.
us
That's
up. We
what
got
we
you too, though. We'll help
Come
you
on,
too.
Tim.
That's what we here for. Even if there's no content up there on Batch channel, man, please, man, that's the brother right there. Support him, man. That's what we here for, to support our people, man. Yo, man, 10. Yo, thank you for pulling up, 10, man. We truly appreciate
like
it.
Man,
that.
let me know when I can come up and man, have my interview, B.
Please, man. We look
Yo,
forward to
whatever
that,
you
man.
want, bro. Whatever you want, man.
Come on, man. The floor is always yours, man.
But I respect that though.
never
I
got a problem
real
with
talk.
that,
I respect that though, Tim. You know what I'm saying? Because from what Bad is saying, he's showing a picture of you up there. That's what you without muscles. I know I could have beat you up then.
No.
He was big as fuck.
I can beat you up now.
Mikey,
Nah.
made me start working
I
out.
know.
He
I
was
know.
decent. Yo, that nigga, that's his
How to
shirt. That
court
big
Shaft?
ass red shirt. I was
Yeah.
That right there, that's Shaft.
I'm wearing the red shirt. Give me the red
Hey, yo,
shirt.
Bat.
Nah, don't let don't let that big shirt fool you, man.
Bat. Tell him what I would have did if he would have started throwing the hands back.
That nigga feet work is mean, bro.
His feet work.
That nigga
I beat karate dudes.
I promise you.
I love
That
beating
nigga
up
was with
karate
some
dudes,
upper
bro.
shit when we was there. That
Yo,
nigga,
listen.
it was a
I
different. I ain't gonna hold you, bro.
I did see a video. Man. He was he son. I don't know. I was like, he kind of big, but how he's able to kick like that though?
Listen, I make it my business to destroy
that nigga
fake
footwork was
karate dudes.
mean, bro.
Yo, Mikey B. You not loose enough, Mikey B. Hey, yo.
I'll fight all fake karate dudes first.
Hey,
Who do karate in the jail? So when I pull up to the jail, I'll be like, who knows karate?
Yo,
I'll be like, he knows karate? Tell him to come to the yard. Have his kung fu slippers on. Make sure he got the kung fu. Make sure he got the kung fu slippers on when he comes to the yard. Don't come out with kung fu slippers on.
Do not sleep. Do not underestimate the power of feet game in prison. Yo, I would love to see. I would love to see a kick fight. A kick fight between 10 toes.
I do not play that, you heard?
Hey, yo, Mikey B.
That nigga man do shit was crazy.
Any
too.
Chinese slippers?
Was crazy.
You got Chinese slippers on, kung fu thongs. If I see that at all, I'll automatically.
Whoa, Vali, shout out to Lion.
Listen,
shout out to my nigga Lion.
Hey, listen, right now, y'all got an exclusive on We Locked In.
I do.
I battled 10. I challenge 10 Toes Down to a comedy stand-up. Me and you, 101 comedy stand-up. You
can't mess with me. You can't fuck with me, Mikey B. Mikey, you can't fuck with me, Mikey. You can't fuck with me. Nah, you can't fuck with me, Mikey B.
We can go on your site. We Locked In. We can do it wherever. I battle you.
Hold on. And what's this like a comic show?
Yeah, what is it, Mikey?
Comedy. He's not better than me.
Hold on, you mean hold on, Mikey, we going at each other or we just doing like 10 minutes of comedy?
10 minutes of comedy stand up, and we could do it in the club. If you want. We could pull up.
Mikey,
all right, look, this what I'm gonna do. Look, this what I'm gonna do. Before I come on your show, right? I'm gonna send you a clip with me. I got over 100 in the crowd. I've been killing the stage. I was with the gangster comedy team Capone. You can't,
not
Mike.
funnier than me. No free.
Okay, I know you can't hold no stage.
Send me that clip. I'm gonna send you a video
back. Why you
with
paying
the
Mikey attention
kicking
right
that clip.
Motherfucker, Mikey, look, Mikey, put your foot down, man.
I could kick two, and I just farted.
Man,
you're not funnier than me, 10.
Yo,
I challenge you.
Make sure that y'all tuned in right now. Y'all support whatever 10 Toes Down is doing, man. Support the 10 Toes Down. Whatever happened to your show? Like, what are they doing with your show? Like, what's going on, man? What's the deal?
Oh, no, it's in the pill right now. It's in the pill process now.
Oh, my God.
You can't mess with me, Sean Prince. I challenge you. It's a challenge.
All
right, man. Yo, Bat. I'm in the back channels, I'm going to support you. Whatever you need support with, man, just hit me up. I got you, man.
You already broke.
He's not Dominican. He's a fake Dominican.
Just know.
Salute to everybody, man.
Yo, salute you too, man. Yo, shout it out, man.
And everybody that was caught up in the struggle when we was there, because we ain't gonna, like he said, we ain't gonna never make this one-sided. You got a lot of official motherfuckers that wasn't banging. that
Right.
was in their bag. So I ain't gotta yell no names. If you was there at that time, you know who you be. Neutral, whatever, banging, whatever, party eye, whatever. We know who was the real official motherfucker that was in them yards.
That's a
Right.
That's
fact.
right.
That's
You
a
know
That's a
what I'm
fact.
fact.
saying?
No, that's a fact. That's a fact.
Wow. So
No, you're
shout
right,
out to everybody. This ain't no controversy shit. I
man.
ain't no back and forth,
Fact.
nigga. I'm about brotherly love. Let's ride oppression.
Yo, people, he
Yo,
ain't
salute to everybody, bro.
people.
Yo,
You
man.
know he ain't funnier than me.
Salam alaikum, sheikhs.
Wa alaikum salam, my brother. Have a good night, man. Take care of
You
yourself.
too.
All
Yo,
right,
Bat,
peace,
salute,
man.
Bat.
Yo, thanks
Mikey
for pulling
B,
up, Cap. We
salute.
appreciate you, bro.
All right,
Yo, thank
brothers.
you, man.
All right.
Yo, peace, y'all.
Yo, peace, man. Hey, yo, Mikey, man. So, you know, this is the type of content that we talking about, man. We pull up Batman, and I think some of the things that stuck out to me, what he said was that he came out early, and he came out early because his moms had him out there in the streets at 8 years old, and he probably was being really conservative. He probably was out earlier than that.
Right. Right.
But he was probably out at 8, able to do the stuff he was able to do and not have nobody say anything about him, right? But he was probably out on his own earlier than that.
Right.
And you know, that stuck out to me because that's the reason why he was able to roam the streets like that and do a lot of the stuff that he was able to do. Man, he was a wild boy. Man, him and Rob, they was wild boys at a young age, man. They was being taught by some serious G's in their hood. But I think what also sticks out to me is that he spoke about how he used illiteracy as a defense mechanism, and he created his own monster. It only got worse.
Right.
And from there, you know, the legend of Batman and Robin became something that he no longer had control over, right? So I'm just thinking about so many other individuals who also created these personalities because they was covering up their deficiencies or their shortcomings and stuff like that. And think about people you know personally, like you said it yourself. You had an anger issue, right? You was also dealing with some traumas as a young individual. Like, you know what I'm saying? We all brought so many different of our different perspectives and experiences, and then it ultimately led us to who we are and where we are today. So I'm glad to see that he's no longer the same wild, crazy individual that he once was, and that he got his head on right. He got a beautiful wife, beautiful family, kids. He's working, he's getting the money a different way now. And that's what's up. You know what I'm saying? That's what this is about. So I think his story is definitely one that he needs to take full advantage of, because he can change a lot of lives with his story. No question about that.
Yeah, I'm glad he took his life seriously. I'm glad he telling his story with truth. It's powerful. It's powerful when you're telling your story with truth, man. You know, we get emotional because, you know, you don't know how long he held on to that, how many years he had to use different tactics and techniques to hide that he was uneducated. And for him to come forward with that and tell that, you know, that's a big thing right there. So I appreciate him for that. And I appreciate him, you know, leading his daughters and his kids and teaching them better than how he came up. Not following the footsteps of his family, you know what I mean, and carving a new route for future generations of his family. You know what I'm saying? That's powerful right there. You know what I mean? Salute to 10 Toes as well, because like I said, 10 Toes could be up here talking about like he was one of the first Damus. He could be pushing a whole nother narrative, but he chooses not to do that and to talk about accountability and other things. I mean, I don't, agree with everything he says, but I'm talking about that alone right there gets my respect, because he could be talking about these stories. He could be saying he's this gangster dude, and he could be pushing that agenda. So I appreciate that, to learn that it's a truth now, that he actually was Damu, and at Damu 995 when a lot of dudes were scared to be Damu, when a lot of dudes wouldn't be Damu. You know what I'm saying? So, I respect that. You know what I mean? I respect both of them, but he's still not funny to me. He's not funny to me. You know what I'm saying?
But think about this too, though. Like, I mean, think about the fact that, like, he mentioned that, no matter we throwing up these bees and all that, but yo, Bat, you taking your butt to the mosque. We about to offer prayer, like all this other stuff. Bat told me, man, he was in Jumu'ah, man, and he ain't know what he was saying, and he was just praying with the brothers, but just thinking about that, you could tell that there was something there where he wanted to be better. You know what I'm saying? He was tapping into his better self. Like, I want better for myself. You know what I'm saying? Usually you forced by necessity to be in that situation, and you like, yo, I'm living this life, but deep down inside, you know, there's something better. You know what I mean?
But
so
you know what that is, though? He had
that,
to, even though he was in the midst at that time, he was in the midst of all the nonsense, all of the confusion. He had the presence of mind to say, yo, listen, I need to go here and pray. I need to still get right with Allah. I need to still get right with God and make sure I'm on that time that I'm, you know, so that speaks volumes in itself right there. Being in the midst of all that and having a presence of mind and say, yo, I need this education. I need this spiritual strength to get me through this time. I understand that. So, you know, that's some things that we relied on to get us through our time as well. You see what I'm saying? You with the Muslim faith, me with the Rastas. So, you know, we went through the same type of transition. So it's good to hear that. You know what I'm saying? It's always great to hear them stories. You know what I mean?
So tomorrow, man, let's talk about tomorrow, man, because this was something. This is, you know, this is one of your brainchilds. I know we always brainstorming in the back of the chat. You know, we always in the cut. You came up with a episode that we needed to come up with tomorrow, man. And so tell the people about that, because
I mean, this is
for the record. This is a very emotional thing for you. So
yo, listen, we got fire coming tomorrow, bro. Tomorrow, we're gonna have the Khalif Broda story. We're gonna talk about Khalif Broda, his story, Broda, you know, Browder, Khalif Browder, R.I.P. to that brother. And we talking about that and torture in prison. You know, me and Moshe faced that in the same place that caused Khalif Broda's demise, you know, in the Bing, you know what I'm saying? We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about Khalif Broda tomorrow. We're going to talk about his story. We're going to have our sister up here with us, Jay Renee. Y'all going to get to, I think we had up here before, but y'all going to get to, we're going to reintroduce her to We Locked In and to all of our new subscribers. Everybody that's new to the channel. She's going to be here. Y'all going to see a lot of her. She's going to be giving us, you know, sometimes daily, weekly updates on the front line of what's going on with prison and torture and what's going on with that. So she's going to be giving us live updates from the front line. You know what I'm saying? We got sisters and we got people out here working, so they might as well come up on We Locked In and let us know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? So we can play our parts, so we can assist. But tomorrow we're going to be talking about, at 7 o'clock, we're going to be talking about Khalif Broda, you know what I'm saying, and torture in American prison system. That's what we're talking about tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? So get ready for that.
Please, man. And
you want to say something before we go out of here, Mo? On that?
Nah, man. Just a great show, man. I'm glad that we brought Bat up here, man. You know, shout out to Batman again, man. And shout out to Robin as well. I know I haven't seen Robin since 9/7. We was all in Washington together. I'm glad he's still alive. I'm glad Bat's still alive. You know, shout out to their families, their loved ones that obviously they rely upon their love, man, their personalities. Because without them being here, man, it changes the whole dynamic of who they are, their families and everything. So, you know, for them being alive still after everything they've been through is a blessing, man. So I just want to say thank you, Bat, for coming up here, man. We truly appreciate it. Thank you so much, bro. It's anything you need that we can help you out with, man, you know, in terms of this YouTube universe. That's what we're here for, my brother.
I was with T-Bone. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, salute to you. Yeah, that's right. We definitely here for that. Yeah, I was with T-Bone, though. I was with Ron Do, too. We was all in a Bing together where that happened to Khalif Broda that, you know, subsequently ended his life. The cause and effect for him. I met them in the Bing. I met T-Bone Blast and Ron Do in the Bing. We were together other times in our bid, but I met them all in the Bing. You know what I'm saying? Word. Salute to the brother. Salute to Ron Do. Get well. Salute to T-Bone Blast. Make sure y'all go follow the bro. He got his own YouTube page. He got a lot of the people up there on his YouTube page as well. T-Bone Blast, you heard? But yeah, man, it was a good show. This is a great show, you know what I mean? See y'all tomorrow night, you know what I mean?
And thank y'all for pulling up, man. Everybody that pulled up, man. Please, man. Without y'all support, we don't have a show, honestly, man. So
hold up. We definitely appreciate y'all, man. We gonna get y'all all fired. We ain't playing. We making sure we giving y'all great content. You know, we got the real welfare check on Tuesday. So if you into that content, pull up. You know, make sure your welfare is right. Y'all can pull up on the panel. Y'all can talk, get y'all questions. We coming back with Therapy Thursdays. You know, we coming back. You know, we gonna get y'all these Fire Fridays and Saturdays. You know, we gonna have everything up here that y'all need on We Locked In. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know how we do, man. Y'all know what it is, man. It's We Locked In, man. We on fire for 2024, you heard? 10 toes down is not funnier than me. I want to battle him with his Chinese slippers on.
Yo, we gonna have a kickoff. Mikey B versus 10 Toes is gonna be a kickoff. That's how he got the name 10 Toes. I didn't know that because he know how to kick people.
Me and 10 Toes down is doing comedy in the dojo. We going to take this to the dojo.
I got the dojo. You can go to. You know I know all of these things.
We going to the dojo. We are going to the dojo with this, you heard?
Yo, thank y'all for y'all support, man. We locked in.
Well, you already know we locked in, man. Appreciate y'all, man, for tapping in, and you know, another fire one, you heard? Word, y'all already know what it is, man. Salute, man. We locked in, man.